Okay, so my bounty's up to like 20k. I don't know what the max is, but it keeps getting more exciting the higher I get it. I love when they come out after you in the field, like you're just out in the open world and you kind of get chased by them endlessly. Because you could be in the middle of doing something else and then they just kind of harass you, which is awesome. And I guess they don't chase you forever because once you kill them all, they stop for a little bit. So let's see how this goes. There is no permadeath in this. This is just try to get your bounty as high as possible. Not that I'm going to die anyway, of course. Still can't believe this game never got a re-release of all the shit they could have done. Like LA Noire not getting a sequel and this game not getting a re-release are the two crimes of Rockstar's existence. You cannot accept either of those. I haven't even beaten either of them, but just to see how amazing they are. That would have been the best thing ever, too. Because, like, LA Noire has some issues, but it's so good in so many ways. It's the perfect candidate for a sequel, and they just didn't do it. For whatever reason. Okay, so we can go around. No need to instigate the town right away. We're in our nice fancy suit. And so as we go about the world, we'll see that we have 22,000 bounty almost. And so we are not going to get any mercy from the law enforcement, although our ammo's kind of in a tough spot. We're going to be hanging on the revolver for a little bit. That's the fun thing about games like this. Like, I might never beat this game, but I'll always do this series. It's like Skyrim. I have no desire to beat it, because I've just, like, you know, just do whatever you want and just have fun with it. I think if I did beat it, it would have, like, a sense of finality that I don't want, where I'd be less likely to come back to it. Red Dead. So we just explore the world, have fun, and get as much bounty as we can. Yeah. So I could always initiate it, but I like when they do it first. At least the first time. So if you're just going around and somebody spots you. I forget what wearing the mask does exactly, but I think if you take it off, you lose all your bounty, so I can never take it off or something like that. Sydney dumped me? What is this, a personal life vlog? I won't talk about my personal life until I get to 50k followers or something. Then we'll do an IRL stream. Benedict Pass. You'll wait. That's good. It was kind of like a mutual thing, though. That was a long time ago, though. I don't know why we're even... Oh, because you were just coming up with names that rhymed. So you said, did you date anybody who rhymes with Andy? Is this a... What is this? Just like a pass? Almost looks like another mine to go into, but... So what is Tumbleweed exactly? This is where there were a bunch of bandits and stuff, right? Oh, they're going to be again? This would be a great place to fight the law enforcement if they come after me. Are they gonna attack? I almost can't help but fight them. This is such a perfect environment. Got a little floating beer bottle. Look at that. I thought we were done with horror games. Oh shit, now they... No! Fuck that. Dude, oh, for fuck's sake. They saw me, they didn't do anything, and then they decided to... Okay. That was pretty stupid. See how I went into cover there? I don't know what that is with the controls. I didn't press the cover button. It's something with the stick. Like your stick is also bound to cover. It's kind of weird. Okay. Make sure we didn't lose our bounty, 21k. So let's go ahead and do what we were doing. Sometimes when you die, it takes away your bounty. Other times it doesn't.
Forgive me, sir. Please don't do that.
Now we won't be able to find that place again, though. Because I don't like using the map. I kind of just like to stumble upon stuff. Tumbleweed, more like stumbleweed, because I stumbled upon it. Okay. Red Dead 2 is better. Well, it should be better. It's newer, but I would want to beat this first before I do that. And who knows if I'll ever beat it because of the way I play it, like this. I'm not even trying to beat it. It's just so much fun to do this. That was kind of a bad example because that was like a scripted town thing, but... No spoilers, please, though, but... That actually takes place before this, though, so you would think you could play them in the opposite order, but I don't think so. Because they probably make a lot of references and stuff. Yeah, it's like his backstory or something of the whole crew. I played a little bit of the beginning, but not too much. So we got like our little lasso and stuff. So we never even got this weapon, whatever it is. It's probably like an automatic. Actually, 2 weapons. Wait, what's hitting me? Oh, it's the same shit again? Okay, this time you're not going to get the better of me, although their aim is pretty fucking good. No, don't go down the cliff. Okay. We'll use this house as cover. There's a little light on. Can we go in the basement? Okay, we don't have much ammo. It's totally like horror movie vibes. This could be like a basement where the killer kidnaps you and ties you up. Got our fancy little golden revolver, which I forget why it's even gold, but... Alright, so now let's play pretty safe. You kind of have unlimited health, but you can't get caught out in the middle of somewhere. Out in the open. A little bit of money in there. Are they going to chase after me, I wonder? They tend not to. Or they're very slow about it. Now I have the high ground. Could I even get them from this far away? I don't think so. Not with this weapon, anyway. Oh, I guess one of them could be like a sniper rifle. One of them could be an automatic weapon. Play the ghost piano and something happens, like in Earthbound. Can we get in there? Oh, is this just where I came from? I like how they're just patiently waiting for me to come back out. Okay, how the hell do I do this? Just don't get blasted away. Wait, you can't even go in through the front? What was the point of that then? Fine, we'll just go back out the same way. But this is like a bandit town. This isn't even what I was trying to do. Nice little interlude.
Out of the way.
So they were blasting me all the way from there. Sometimes I have trouble seeing stuff in the distance in this game. Maybe it's a 30 FPS type of thing, I don't know. Okay, so can I get him from there? I don't know if that was a headshot. We do have our fancy little Deadeye, which you should certainly use when you're able to. No reason not to. Makes up for console aim, I guess. A little bit. So what else we got? I don't see anybody. Somebody's like hung up there, but he's already dead, isn't he? That's just overkill. I don't see the rest of them. They must all be in these buildings. A little chest. I don't know if I can get shot while doing that. Probably not the best idea. Where'd he hit me from? Oh, he's right there. Kind of need this ammo. It's a good way to refill. Okay, we're way too out in the open though. We can always loot them later. Gotta play smart, use the cover. I like that you can switch shoulders. More games should have that. You can choose which shoulder to shoot over. Can't believe GTA 5 doesn't even have a crouch button. That is the dumbest idea ever. You can kind of hunch your back over a little bit to do like the semi-stealth thing. Wow, he dodged like 5 bullets. Jesus Christ, that guy was a tank. Alright, so where's the last couple of guys? Somebody's like up high somewhere. Oh, that was a good shot. Last guy. Kill him with a special weapon. Try to kill him without getting hit. Where is he? Huh? His icon's right there, but I don't see him. Where? He's not upstairs. Oh, he's like a role-playing as a bartender. Oh, he keeps going too. Oh, I wanted to pick up all their ammo. Now I won't have time. You're gonna be blasting me from across the map. Got the shotgun, the pistol. How about this one? We have quite a bit of ammo on this. I guess we have enough room. Where'd he go? Whatever. They keep going. And it's kind of a hard angle here. They really do have the high ground. Is that even a person? I can't even see too good. Maybe this pistol just has dog shit range. Because you can test it with Deadeye. Just shoot a bird, make it worth my while. I can't even target them. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Nice, nice. It should be good enough. And here. Ah, good shot. Can't really see this guy through the railing. He's like camouflage. Sorry, bunch of wannabes. Marston really trash talks these guys. He's the real criminal. Only room in this Wild West for one delinquent. Not enough bounty money in the world for me alone. Take out our shotgun for this part. Blast the door open. I like that. So they're down below me somehow. In the basement. Luckily, all these buildings have the exact same layout, so we know exactly where to go. Oh, he survived that. Ah, shit. That was a good dodge. Sneaking around the left side, I got him a little bit, grazed him. Jesus Christ, he's just standing there. He's in shock. He's traumatized. I think we already did this before, but I don't know why it reset. I guess I probably died after doing it. Does that remove my bounty? That's the only concern I would have. For some reason it might. I feel like certain things do that. 754. Not like I was trying to do it for time. I'm no speedrunner. So So we should recoup our ammo from doing that. We have quite a bit of money too, look at that. See, our bounty isn't there. But I don't know if that means it's actually gone. Or we just can't see it in this area. Because that'd be stupid if it's just you lose 20k bounty just for doing that. That's so stupid. That can't be right. We do have other save files anyway, but let's just go drive away a little bit and see if it comes back. That took a while to get, so I'm not gonna accept this. Oh no, it's right there, 21, and we're getting attacked at the same time. So we have a bit of Deadeye. It wouldn't be a bad idea to... Oh, this is the wrong weapon to use though. I don't want to shoot that. What did I just do? Oh, nice use of Deadeye. Amazing. It's only 5 guys, dude. You shouldn't even need it. If you want to kill the general, shoot the horse. As they say. Totally not, because my aim is dog shit, and I'm going for the bigger target. Alright, fine. I'll use the cheesy Deadeye, and I'll fail again. Headshot the horse, but he's still alive. For fuck's sake. This is pretty hard to aim while riding. I have to get used to that again. Pretty modest amount of them too. Like there's not that many. Okay, I can't seem to reload in time to kill that guy. Did he survive that? How? Or was that somebody else? Okay, I can't aim. I literally cannot aim. Where is he? Oh, he's hiding behind the rock. He's not even on a horse. He just runs away. Lets me come up behind him. Nice. Very nice. Now we're at 22k. See, without even seeking it out, we just got an encounter on our own. Like, they came after me. That's what I like. Oh, it's like a big armadillo. Survived a shotgun to the head. Nice. Armadillos are bulletproof. Just gotta use its skin and wear it as a bulletproof vest. Let's try to get as much as we can without dying, of course, because when you die it resets potentially. What's good about a bounty? Well, it's like a challenge, you know. I'm trying to get it as high as I can. So it's at 22,000. So it's like a bit of an internal challenge I have with the game. I always come back to it and keep getting it higher. And it means that law enforcement will come after you, which is fun. Like they just did there. Usually with a lot more people. So it just makes it way more fun to go around the world. Do they come after you with machine guns? Not yet, but they might. I'm not sure. If I get it high enough. Most of the characters in this game don't have automatic weapons. In fact, I don't think I've seen one so far. But I'm sure they exist. Maybe later on. So let's see if we'll get another encounter, or I could seek them out by just killing random people. There's also like a Game of the Year edition with the hard mode. So I have that on Xbox, but I don't know if they ever made it for PS3. In fact, this is the Game of the Year edition, I think, because it has Undead Nightmare already included. What is that? It looks like a baby ram. Try to skin it, it doesn't let you. Speaking of the LA Rams, made it to the Super Bowl.
What were you eating?
What were you eating? Why would you ask that when you're skinning something? Just because it smells, maybe? I'm a criminal? Yeah, this is a very delinquent criminal type of run, for sure. I even have that mask on. Bandit mask. Well, we didn't get a story game in, but I'll do probably Left Behind tomorrow on the PS4, so it doesn't freeze every goddamn 5 seconds. And then I have to choose one that's actually going to be a series. What happens if the cops kill you? It just says dead across the screen like it did, and you lose your bounty, I think, sometimes. So then I have to reload a save or something. What are they doing? I kind of feel like I abused Deadeye too much. Didn't I just shoot you in the head, dude? What happened there? Now what I should do is kill this guy too. What, did he give me money or something? Rescue him, and then it's my life for the taking. He even has like a blue ally icon. Makes it even worse. Yeah, we have a lot of money. This is not a usual amount that people would carry around in this game. Like almost 600. That is nuts. So we're farming money and bounty at once. Maybe one day we'll have enough money to actually pay off our bounty. 22,000. But by then it'll be way higher too. Why don't you just turn yourself in and make a lot of money? Well, if you turn yourself in, they'll just kill you, though. They're not going to give you the money. Yeah, if only it was that easy. Google. There's nothing to Google. I mean, you can't do it. You can remove your bounty by using like a bounty letter or what do you call it? You can just pay off your bounty, or work it off, I guess, by doing tasks and stuff, doing little missions. Yeah, they have like a pardon letter, which removes all your bounty. But yeah, you can't really turn yourself in. Venter's Place. Only thing that's gonna be venting from you is blood from your head when I shoot it, am I right? That's why they call it Venter's Place. Haha.
Excuse me, mister.
Yeah, excuse me as I take the money off your dead body. I'm sure you can forgive that small offense. You kill his chicken too, but we're not that brutal of a killer. It's gonna be a trap.
If you're game, maybe you'd like to earn a little something searching around about for a few plants I'm light on.
Actually, that I don't mind.
Deal. Whichever one of us gets back here first with the right plants wins on the bet.
Okay, $17 challenge.
Sure, I'll give it a try.
So we need 2, but what kind? Any 2? Well, it's kind of cheating because we have the icons on the map. And we have a horse and he doesn't, right? So how the hell could he do it? I should probably do it on foot to be honorable. That's not really fair to him. I'd be saying the same thing if it was me. Like, what the fuck? He's using a horse. Oh, he got one though. Fine, I'll try to get back without cheating. So we got a head start too. Where's he going even? Which one do I think is the closest? Can we zoom out on the map? I think you can. I forget how though. Is he collected the last plant and is on his way back to the camp? Fuck. Gotta fight a wolf. What the fuck? Ah, he's gonna win. He's gonna beat me. Even with the horse handicap, I lost. What the fuck? You can't tell how far these icons are. Where's the camp? Can I make it? Can I make it? Fuck. I don't think I will. Come on, Marston, you suck. Oh yeah? You lost? You know how we deal with that. What the fuck? I even cheated by using the horse. Oh, he disappeared, but I can still see you. You can't hide from me. That is so shameful. Oh, you want to go again? I'll beat you and then kill you. So let's see if he has that $17 on his body. What did he do with it? You can't even loot him. So he just took my $17 and I can't even get it back.
What can I say, partner?
Oh, it does. 41, so he must have already had like 24 bucks. So that's an easy win for me. Even when you lose, you win. Oh, look at those clouds. It's a nice, relaxing massacre of an experience. I love doing this once in a while. And see, this game doesn't freeze, not to jinx it. I don't know why Last of Us does that to me. I'm greedy. Well, I'm a criminal. That's the whole point of this run, is to be as much of an evil criminal as possible. That's the whole fun of it. I don't really care about the money. I can't even do anything with it. So let's do a massacre of this town here, Armadillo. Kill the preacher. Yeah, we're gonna kill everybody here. So where did I used to go to be safe? Because it's very open here. So it is a bit dangerous. Let's see. Kill this guy. And then go inside the building. Let somebody witness it. Oh shit, they won't let me go in. This can be very hard because there's so many people here. You can't let yourself be out in the open. Come on, you gotta make it quick. Them things lead to real life? What does that mean? Oh, look at how many there are. This is bad. Gotta get this guy quick. Okay. We gotta use Deadeye strategically. Because there's way too many. I'm a bit worried about this. Ah, he's still alive. A couple guys behind me too. I don't like this. We gotta go in a little bit. Ah, fuck. Oh, he's too far away. Alright, we get these two together. Come on. So slow. Okay, let's sprint off this side. Hopefully we don't die on the way. Killing people in a game leads to doing it in real life. Well, if that was the case, I mean, that is factually incorrect. Objectively wrong. Where'd he go? He vanished. He's hacking. Did you see that? He was right there and then he vanished. Ah, come on, come on. Don't do these stupid rolls and shit, Marston. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, this is glitching out. Look, they're vanishing. What the fuck is going on? There's too many of them. It bugged it out. Why is he rolling like a fucking literal armadillo? Am I right? He's role-playing an armadillo. Shot his hat off. That's incredible, dude. I think I'm gonna die. I can't even see. Come on, dude. Fuck. Man, that town is pretty hard. I'm no longer wanted. Is that true? No, I still have the 21k. So see, this is why it's like a permadeath within a challenge run, is the idea that it's not really permadeath, but if you die, you lose whatever progress you made. So you have to be good about it. So, because I never save in between. So now whatever progress I made, I lost. I have to do it all over again. Let's just kill everybody here. Pay witness $10. Yeah, I'll totally do that, and then I'll kill him and take it off his body. My aim is not the greatest. Got to get back in the groove of this.
Just a little something for my trouble.
Yeah, I'm running kind of low on ammo. I still have 21,000. This is kind of what we started the day with. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, shit. I don't think there's too many of them this time. This is kind of easier. Famous last words. I'm relying on Deadeye a bit too much. I gotta actually be able to pick these guys off myself. There's 2 guys there and then 1 guy down the hill. He's still alive. That is pretty impressive. Can't shoot him at point blank range. Look at that. Incredible aim. Console. Not even really an excuse. I'm just bad. Where is he? Oh, the sensitivity is kind of messed up in this game though too. It's like way too slow. Even at the highest sensitivity, it's very low.
Forgive me, friend.
Right? I think it's maxed out. Where is it? Game. Wait, where's the options? Oh, here. Sensitivity is maxed out. But still, look, I'm moving it as fast as I can. I guess it's not too bad. Now, 1 guy wouldn't go down. 28 ammo on 1 guy. That is a steal. Alright. That's the beautiful thing too. It keeps replenishing your ammo. So you never have to go to a shop or do anything. Just from killing them. Got all these fancy golden guns. Let me try to take revenge on Armadillo. They kind of whooped me last time. I swear they were like teleporting or disappearing or something. You see him around the corner and then he's just gone. So there haven't been that many when they come after me dynamically. Normally it's more than that. Kind of forget where it is. Somebody's saying something but I didn't hear him. Where is Armadillo from here anyway? I can't even tell. The safe house is like... I forget. It might be just where the safe house is. See how long it takes for them to come after me. Sometimes it's pretty frequent. Other times you have to initiate it. Cholla Springs. Oh, let's shoot up this place. Nice little peaceful farm, Ridgewood Farm. So we can have them come in here. No reaction. You should be in Until Dawn. You exhibit no reaction to anything that happens. I heard you wanted to take a vacation. There you go. No thanks necessary. 22k is what I like to see. I was trying to get it to like 25 or something. There's only 1 guy? Are you kidding me? That's just insulting. You send 1 guy to take me in. Nice. Oh no, there's more coming. More coming. No wonder they dumped me. Yeah, good one. I mean, this is a unique kind of game that lets you do stuff like this. How many games let you do this? It's awesome. Fuck. Okay, he's the dodge master over here, the Matrix. Look at him. Look at that flick. Console flick. Okay, that's good enough.
Someone might as well have this.
I'm a violent man. Well, I mean, in this particular playthrough, you could say that. I'm role-playing as a violent man. This is like Marston's real backstory, where he was a criminal delinquent. If the game allows you to do it, it's part of the game, as they say. Is that my horse, or what is that icon? Looks like a wolf. What is that? Oh, it's like a mission after I kill them. They send me on a job. What if I just don't do it? Yeah. Oh, he almost ran me over with a horse, though. Go shoot the town. Yeah, I'm trying to go to Armadillo. I kind of lost my way.
Let's see what you got.
You saw how many people there were there, though. That was nuts. That's what always happens. So we could rent a bed for the night here, or we can keep going. You'd think it wouldn't be that hard for me to find it, but I don't know if it's where that green safe house is or not. I hate using the map. I kind of just like going wherever the game takes me. Wild, Wild West. Nice little jump. You could be Epona. Fine, we'll go to the greenhouse. I don't know if it is the town or not, but... How do you zoom in and out on the minimap? I think I'm doing it. Music is so good, too. It's a little bit low, though. Can you change that? I guess it's already maxed out. Oh, I have the headphone setting on, even though I don't know if that messes up the audio on the stream. We almost died there. I'm surprised the horse didn't die. That was kind of scary. It's like in Skyrim where the horse would die if you fall off a cliff. But that time neither of us died. He kind of absorbs the fall damage for you. It's a sturdy horse. Alright, here we go. Round 2. Armadillo. The final showdown. So we have to be a little bit smarter with how we use cover. We have to go in a building or do something better. This is pretty hard. Even the civilians are drawing on me. They know who I am. Even though I'm wearing a mask. So yeah, going inside a building is always a good idea. Sometimes. He just like spawned in there. Fuck. Shoot me through the window. Dude, I'm dying even from here. How is he hitting me? I can't even see where I'm getting hit from. And I don't want just standing on one spot like a pussy, but this is maybe not the best spot. But for now, let me try it. Oh my god. I can't even see. They get in so close. Okay, good, good. A lot of them are behind me. We gotta watch. Damn it. This is maybe not the best spot. I literally can't even see who's hitting me. Must be from the left side. Right there. I see him. Using a dinky little pistol. What was that? He like shot the glass in my eye. Fuck, dude, this is a little bit too much. He didn't die there either, somehow. What the fuck? Wow. Okay, that wasn't the best spot. I like to stay in motion more. Damn it. Let me try again. I've done it before. It's just really hard. This is sad. I haven't played this in a while. Come on. Get better, yeah. I am getting better. You should have seen me before. And then sometimes the controls derp out, like now. I'm not even doing any of this. Alright. So the greenhouse is the right way to go. Or wait, no, it's not. What? Why can't I move? He's like stuck. Why are the controls so derped out? Alright. So, oh my god, I don't know what he's doing. It wasn't happening before, but as soon as I came back from dying. Wait, where is it? 22. Wait, so it's still saving my bounty sometimes. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know how it works. So where is Armadillo from here? And why do we keep respawning there anyway? I don't know how it determines that. Maybe what you're closest to, but you would think Armadillo's closer than that. I guess we could just follow the train track. We'll eventually get there. As long as you don't get hit by a damn train. But this could take a while because it's so long. Okay, so my mistake there was staying in one spot for too long. You gotta keep moving. That's my old strategy. Use cover, but stay in motion. Keep them guessing. Don't let them flank you. You can't just sit in one spot like a pussy. Go rob a bank or something. Yeah, can you even do that? I think you can, but maybe not yet. In this one. Oh, here's the train. Are we gonna get hit? Are we gonna get hit? Oh, those wolves might get hit. Let's watch. Nah, they're too smart for that. So where the hell is Armadillo from here? Should be coming up on it. I think we went past this, and then we went... I think the greenhouse changed now, because we're in a totally different part of the map. Must be coming up. The train has loot on it. I think that might be in part 2. I'm not sure in this one. I think I've tried doing that before, where I attack it or something, but I don't think there was anything on it in this. Or maybe only as part of the story. Okay, there it is. We gotta be smarter about this. This is the last time I'm gonna try it, so I'm gonna succeed for sure. When the pressure is highest, my performance is the best. I was doing pretty good the first time, but then I kind of choked. So we gotta keep in good spots. Keep in motion. I feel like the bar is a good place to start. But I'm not gonna stick. Actually, let's stay on the ground floor. I like staying back in this area, but sometimes it doesn't work. Okay. So let's stay here and use the barns as cover for now. Let's play it smart. Not too many of them yet, but they come quick. So where is this guy? He's like in the building. Like ducks in a row. We got him. There's a lot of them. There's an army on that side. So let's come over here and see what we can do. We can use Deadeye if we need to. Right here. One. Where's the other guy? Okay, so we got 2 of them. The horse kind of body blocked for him. And we go back in, and then we try again. Okay, they're coming up behind me here too. We gotta watch it. We should probably hit these without using Deadeye. Can we? Can we? Oh, there's two guys like right on top of each other though. Just get one at a time even. Come on, line it up while still in Deadeye. It gives you a second at the end. Good. Now they're coming from the other side. Come on, where are you? Ah, he survived. Yeah, watch the other side. Right there. Oh, that should have been a headshot. Flick. Masterful flick. Where is he? They kind of stay in the same spot. They don't move too much sometimes, so it's good. Man, look at that aim. Look at that. I'm just trolling. Okay, back off for a second. Back off. Gotta watch the other side. I don't know, I got stuck on something somehow, magically. Okay, use the Deadeye a bit. I don't even know who I'm using it on, but... Okay, keep going, keep going. Doing good. I don't want to stay in one spot, but like a sitting duck. Okay. Ah, pretty good aim there for a second. Nice little sequence. So we have plenty of Deadeye to use if we need it. Come on, we got him. We got him. Nice, nice. Getting in a rhythm. Watch the other side. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, there he is. Snuck up on me. Stealth in a Rockstar game. We can't have that. Come on, where are you? There's so many of them that outlasted the music. Look at that. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect shots. And it interrupted Deadeye because he feels like rolling like a clown. Look, look. This is not me doing it. This is not me doing it. That is unfair. I gotta get like another controller or something. It's actually bugged out. Why would I go in front of the barn and roll like that? Why would I do that? Okay, we're doing good. Gotta recover from that clownish sequence. Bring in the circus to the Wild West. Shot his hat off. Good. Alright, I think we outlasted the bulk of them. But let's not get careless. Where is he? Where's he at? Where's he at? There's he at. Nice. Headshot. Couple more. Couple more. Ah, his head's a little bit lower than the rest of them. Nice, nice. Only like 2 of them left, I think. We outlasted them all. And... this close range shooting with this gun is not my specialty. And there's somebody upstairs. Right there. Oh, did this guy survive the whole time? I think it's the same one. Somehow we didn't kill him before. Saved the best for last. We did it. Ooh. Wait, there's more. Yeah, surrender to the law with 1 guy left. Yeah, right. This guy's the final reinforcement. He's a little bit late on the draw. Oh, shit. They're still coming. Never mind. Oh, wow. They want a piece of me today. Yeah, this is the part I like about it. My bounty's so high, they just keep coming. Oh, shit. That guy baited me out in the open. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Let's use our barn trick again. Our ammo's almost gone, too. Now, this is what you call bounty hunting. Okay, let's take what we can with Deadeye. Clean this mess up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clean, 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 clean. Very clean. At least we have some room to work with. This guy's gonna cause me a bit of trouble. I better get rid of him quick. Where'd he go? Where is he? What? This guy is throwing my position off. Fucking clown. Oh my god. This guy's the MVP right here. I just can't get rid of him. Now I'm way out of position. Fuck. Okay, now I don't like where I am right now. Where's the other ones? I can't even see them. Why? This guy's like immune to bullets. Okay, we got him. We got him. He's still alive. Well, we shoot them like right in the neck. Of course, I wouldn't kill them. Okay. Good spot now. There's somebody here. He's ducking down. I can't see him through that fence. Bulletproof fences in the Wild West. And okay. There's really too many of them. A little bit too close to me. I don't like it. Switch guns maybe. We don't have much ammo. Guess we'll use the pistol for a little bit. I don't want to move too much from here, but this is kind of an awkward spot to be in. God damn. You gotta play a bit more defensively. Can we get him through there? Oh, nice. That was a nice angle. Oh, he's still alive? Or is that somebody else? He jumped off his horse. Here we go. Somebody with the balls to try and flank me. I don't know why I called my horse there. I didn't mean to. It's only one man. Why don't you come after me? Where's the guy over here? I can't see him. I literally can't see him. There he is. Even when I do see him, I can't hit him. Come on, this is round 2. Where are you at? Where are you at? Fuck. I really don't know where you're at. I'm not even just asking that rhetorically. I literally cannot see you. Oh, so if you let go, it does it quicker, I feel like. Okay, careful, careful, careful. Just be careful. And somebody's coming behind me. I don't like it. I don't like it. Ah. That's all it takes is one guy out of position to screw you all up. Okay, so there's somebody behind me, but he's kind of in a weird fence angle. This should be okay. This guy just wants to stand there and troll me all day. Trolling me good. Who's hitting me? They go in such weird spots. Like, where is this guy? He's bothering me. Whatever, I'll just take everybody else out first. Where is it? I can't see too good sometimes. I swear. My vision in this game is not the best. Everybody's got a camouflage gear. Oh, fuck. Okay, that time I actually did try to roll. Okay, good, good. Headshot. This stream is suited for kids, of course. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? You're gonna send me a third wave? Send me as many as you like. I say with confidence as I'm missing at point blank range. Last guy, last guy. It was the one stuck in the fence over there. Make sure he doesn't run away. What, did he start a fire over there? What's all that smoke? Oh, there he is. It'd take like an hour to loot all these guys. So we almost got to 25, which is the goal I set. Holy shit, who needs to rob a train when you can loot this many guys? Look at how many there are. That is what I like about this. Could the average chess player do that, I wonder? Probably not. Holy shit. Yeah, this guy survived like 3 rounds. The guy on the stairs. He was there like from the very beginning. So we don't have to loot every single one, but we got a good amount anyway. Make sure we recover our ammo. Our pistol's a bit low. A lot of guys over here. I feel like some of their bodies might despawn when it goes on that long. They couldn't all be here. There were like 100 of them. Yeah, there would be some here too. That's good enough, I guess. Oh, no, again, dude. They won't give it up. I don't think this one will be as big, though. You don't kill kids, do you? There aren't even kids in this game, I don't think. Rockstar's usually pretty good about not putting kids in, like, GTA and stuff. Most games don't let you even, I don't think. Where are they? There's only 4 of them. I've thinned them out too much. What the fuck? How did he survive that? Really, I'm gonna die to one guy through a fence? Look. So the fence is bulletproof. It has like a aura around it. Okay, I've had enough of this. We will get exactly to 25 from this, maybe. Oh wow, they're just immune. That fence makes them immune to gunfire. Look at that. Incredible. What is going on? Like, besides just my bad aim, something else is happening here. Okay, so there's somebody here and somebody behind. I thought the horse was him. Sorry, buddy. Why are these guys so resilient? They send in like the super soldiers. Because the regular ones weren't good enough. Okay, somebody's blasting me. From where? I don't see. Oh, from in there. Trying to make this encounter more exciting because we just took out like 100 of them with ease. They get stuck in these weird spots. Like, look at those horses. Like, what's going on? He's actually like bugged out. Where did he go? Oh shit. I didn't see him there. Camouflage suits in a barn. The old trick. Okay. That should do it. I'm just waiting for them to give up for now. So I can go rest in bed. They really want me to get to that 25K mark. And I got to $600. New record. Alright, let's just save it. I was not expecting to do this today, but I guess take out our frustration from not being able to play The Last of Us or Heavy Rain. That was not very good. So we save it with almost 25K bounty. Very nice. We'll actually make 3 saves just so we absolutely don't mess with it. Slot 1. As long as they don't attack me as I'm doing this, then it doesn't let you save. Lesson from today, don't stream on the PS3 because it sucks. Even though I'm doing it as we speak. Come on, let me save again. Oh, they want more, dude. They won't let me rest. At least I saved it, but I think this will be a smaller one, but every time I say that, it goes on and on. Come on, dude. What do you think you're gonna do? If 100 of you can't do it, what do you think one of you is gonna do? Look at him. He can't even get off his horse. They're just gluttons for punishment today. How do you stream from PS3? Well, interesting you should ask that. It takes a lot of workarounds, a lot of wires. You need a converter, a splitter. You need like 4 HDMI cables. You need a special capture card. It's a nightmare. It's horrible. Because you can't just do it directly. I should make a tutorial on that, but it would probably give me an aneurysm. Let's just say it costs like several $100s in extra components just to be able to do it. Alright. Okay, so we did the monstrous setup that I always complain about how complex it is to set up the PS3 to stream. It was hilarious. The first, this is one of those times actually, one of the few times I wish I did like face cam and stuff, as much as I hate the whole, cult of personality aspect that plays into. But the physical setup where I have like 3 HDMI cables, 6 USB things, you got the capture card into the splitter, into the, like, it's just way too much shit. So what I wonder is channels like Far From Subtle or whoever I saw play this game, like when it first came out, they must have had a really advanced setup, because how the fuck I guess it's one thing to record it. Maybe it was easier to record it, but I mean, they streamed it and people streamed it. Streaming this game in like 2010, 2011, 2012, I mean, it would have been expensive. It was expensive even for me, like the amount of shit that you need. And it's almost like I did it just for this game, but also for Demon Souls, because there would be no other way to play Demon Souls. So the last time I did this Bounty Hunter Challenge, which is one of my old school series that I love so much, I almost do this like I do the Skyrim sessions, like where I do a semi-permadeath Skyrim. So like I don't play Skyrim regularly anymore, but like on Christmas last year, and I'll probably do it this year too, I do like semi-permadeath sessions whenever I do play, whether it's on a particular day or not. And it's like, it's not permadeath like if I die I have to delete my character, but I only get to save it at the very end of the session. So like, let's say I play for 3 hours. If I die 2 hours 59 minutes in, then I lose all the progress, so I'm back to where I started at the beginning of the day. So like, whenever I die, I'm always at the same point. So anytime during the middle, like let's say I die halfway through, now I'll lose my bounty. So it's not an absolute, like I go down to 0 bounty, because that seems like it would be too much. I think I started doing it that way, and I got to like 10 or 12k, but then I realized like, okay, you should be a little bit more forgiving. And so the whole idea here is we're trying to get our bounty as high as possible, and it comes from a point of, it's sort of like the same open world praise, speaking of Skyrim, that I have, the idea that, so I call it like permadeath sessions, basically. But it doesn't even mean that if I die, I'll just stop. It just means I go back to where I started. So like, let's say I'm at 20k bounty now, I get to 25k, and then I die, right? So I'm not allowed to save it or do anything. I could get to 25 and say, okay, I'm done playing for now, so then I end the session. But if any time during the session I die, I'm always staying at the bottom line position. So with Skyrim, that can be interesting, because then you're losing so much progress over time. You play for 4 hours, you die, then you play for 2 hours, then you save it, so you lost 60% of your playthrough. That is an interesting take on permadeath. But yeah, the whole reason why this struck me as a good format is compare it to GTA and compare it to Skyrim as far as wanted level and bounty system. We had a good conversation about this before, I think, when I first started doing it. And the idea is that this game has one of the best criminal playstyles that you can ever have. Because what happens in this game? You start an encounter. This is how it started. Like, I originally started this game with the intention to just play it and beat it, like I did with GTA 4 or with Skyrim or whatever. But these are two games that I've never beaten, despite how many, hundreds, or even in Skyrim's case, thousands of hours I put in. I've never beaten Skyrim, and I've never beaten Red Dead. Although I did get spoiled on the ending of this, but whatever, that's another topic. But GTA 4 I've beaten so many times and done permadeaths and this and that. Even a permadeath 100% that's one of my favorite ones, that and Wind Waker. But the point is, this game rewards the criminal playstyle so well. Like, pretend you're trying to play as a criminal degenerate in GTA. You go around, you shoot some cops, you kill some people, they chase you, and then you either kill them forever and they keep coming, or you get away and you lose the wanted level. In Skyrim, it's similar, even though each hold has its own bounty system, so that kind of salvages it a little bit. The point is, if you have a bounty, the guards will attack you, trying to apprehend you. either you fight them and kill them or you pay the bounty. That's it. You can't interact with the town. You can't do anything else. In this, they do something brilliant, which is part of the reason why, again, even after so many years of playing this, quote unquote, I've never beaten it. I've never even felt the need to beat it. This is the brilliance of an open world game, that you can explore and just, you know, the bounty system complements that so much. Even though this game is lacking a little bit in terms of, you know, you explore the world, which is beautiful and nice and all, but there's not a whole lot to do as far as locations or, you know, like stuff to discover. You'll just get money and you'll just spend it on ammo. So there's not much in the RPG elements or even in the character development elements that a game like Skyrim would have by comparison, right? Like where you're not just exploring for the sake of exploring, kind of aimlessly waiting for the next encounter. But the brilliance with this is, let's say, okay, so I kill some people, I get a bounty, and I'm expecting it to be like GTA, where, oh, they're just going to chase me till I run away. But they didn't. I killed enough of them, and this, obviously, it would be way easier to get rid of at this point, because you'd only have like 100 bounty, whereas now I have like 20,000. But think about that as a first-time player. You kill enough of them, and then the bounty doesn't go away, it stays. So it's almost like it's keeping track of your progress in the criminal degenerate playstyle, but then they stop. Right? They stop coming. You're in the clear for a bit. You can interact with the town. You can go to the shop. You can still play the game and feel like you're a member of the society. And then occasionally, like on the way to the next destination or the next mission, then the law enforcement will come after you dynamically and randomly as you're out in the world and in your travels. So it's like a better version of the vigilante system in GTA 4, which I love that too, where you don't have to initiate it like by going in a cop car and doing it in a scripted way. It'll happen on its own dynamically, and it'll be like a little slice of the gameplay that you would want anyway. It's like a little mini mission, right? You're out and about riding your horse, and then you suddenly get jumped by a bunch of law enforcement, and you just have to deal with it. And so that'll mix up the environments that you have these gunfights in, because anywhere in the world it can happen. And you don't know when it's going to happen. You don't know how many they're going to send. And so that is such a brilliant thing, that you can play like a criminal, but it doesn't just make it so everybody in town attacks you or so you get chased forever. It's only for a period of time, which now is a lot longer. So I almost started to think that didn't work. But if you kill enough of them, you hold the fort where you are, or you dance around a bit, but you kill enough of them and they stop coming. So that is the culprit for why I still haven't beaten this game, but I probably enjoyed it just as much as people who have, if not more. So the point is, there's something we have to do to make sure that it doesn't fuck us. Like, we can't get apprehended or something like wipes our bounty, but I think I have an extra save file for that exact purpose too. But yeah, we have like 20 something. So again, it can only go up in a linear sense. It can't go, like if we go up a little, then we die, then we go up a little more. No, we'll be back to square one. So that's what makes it a little bit hard. Of course, the real badass way to do it would be to go from 0 to whatever, but I'd have to do it more often to really capitalize on that. But of course, we're at such a good high amount that it's going to be kind of crazy. Like 20,000 is no small feat. And of course, you kind of have to make do with the ammo that you're getting. Maybe you can't go to the shops as freely as I feel. And there's like a bandana item that interacts with this somehow. The loading time on this is super long, kind of like GTA 5. There's something like a bandana that either removes your bounty or prevents you from gaining more, or I forget what it is. That might actually hurt the interaction, but again, this is an instant. Like, you're deliberately raising it to make the game more interesting, because instead of going from point A to point B, I guess I was using the bandana anyway. Instead of just going to point A to point B on the map, right, in the world. How do you even see the map? I forget. Oh, you have to go here. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, no spoilers anyway, because I haven't, although I already know, I guess, the ending of this, and I haven't played the other one either. It'd be interesting actually to play that one maybe first, right? But it doesn't really feel, that's how people say about like the Star Wars prequels, but you would, for example, the Darth Vader twist wouldn't mean anything to you because you would already know it, obviously. So it's like, it would actually, it's just not made to be that way. It's made under the assumption that you're a big try-hard fan of the series and you know everything about it. A rentable property, I don't really remember that. Why do people act like it's a surprise that you go into Mexico if this is... They act like... I've heard somebody say that, like, oh, it was such a crazy moment that I thought the game was over, like how the second island is in Far Cry 3. I feel like they don't do enough with the animals in this game the way that you could in Far Cry, like how they have these crazy little mini games where you kill like 100 tigers back to back to back, not to encourage such behavior, but it's obviously just my best defense for that is just it's not real, obviously. But no, it's like, why would that be a surprise or an amazing moment? It is kind of a surprise in Far Cry 3 because I don't think you really see the other island, or it doesn't make it super clear that you're going to go to it, like Hoyt's Island. Or maybe this isn't even Mexico. Maybe it's something beyond that. Because I haven't gotten that far in the story. Because like I said, I just got distracted by the bounty thing, and before I realized it, it's years later, and I never actually did it. So the point is I could just do this forever. And it only works because, again, of the dynamic nature of the open world, where you can go around and just... So that's sort of my due diligence explanation. So I don't want to start it here, actually. We've done enough shootouts in the town where it gets kind of boring after a while. But what does this bandana even do? I don't know. Oh, it took a second to do that there. Bandolier, bandana. But it doesn't say I have it equipped. Oh, it says it there on the bottom, unequipped. So info. Hides your identity so honor and fame won't change. Okay. Oh, so... They have these as separate mechanics. Bounty is one thing, but honor and fame are another. Remove to decrease your wanted level faster. So I guess somehow it must work with this because I wouldn't have had this on otherwise. Yeah, we have 25. Oh, I have a little more than I thought. So I must have done it again after last Thanksgiving. For some reason, it feels almost like a tradition. Like I said with Skyrim and Christmas. That fits because of the snowy environment, I guess, so we can do, that again this year. But with this and Thanksgiving, I don't know why. I guess because you hunt animals in the game a little bit, and so maybe you see like a little overlap with hunting turkeys. Maybe there are even turkeys in this game. But yeah, it's like, I must have played it when I got my capture card, because around Thanksgiving, I was playing it on like Xenia or whatever last year. So yeah, I wasn't even planning to do this, but then I just remembered, you know what I did last year that was pretty cool? And I almost forgot about this series altogether, but it's so good. Now you're going to see how insane some of these waves are that we get. And I try not to abuse Deadeye too much, but you kind of have to, because this just gets nuts. I should probably check, like, to what extent I can interact with the shop, but I kind of want to get away from town. Let's have a nice open field thing here. Yeah, I praised the vigilante missions in GTA 4 so much, and I was so heartbroken and pissed that they didn't do it in GTA 5. There's no fucking reason. That was my favorite thing to do. Like, you could just do one after the other, and it's one of those, like, core gameplay experiences that I talk about. Like, forget about the story, forget about the characters, forget about any... What is this? I guess I'll just let them be. I'm not really interested in that. But no, it's like... It's a core gameplay experience, like the College of Winterhold quest in Skyrim, where you can just do them over and over, or the vigilante missions in GTA 4, or, like I say, the bounty in this. What do they have in common? They take you to a location in the world, and these are very big worlds with a lot of variety of locations, so it won't get stale, or at least I don't find that it gets stale. So you can do them over and over and experience the core gameplay experience. In Skyrim, you go to a dungeon, you clear it out, you get a bunch of loot, whatever. Right, you have just that whole RP type of experience. With GTA 4, you go to a location, you kill the criminals as a vigilante, and then you beat. That's like doing a little mini mission. And in this, you have a little encounter with the law enforcement. Little, I say. Gotta be careful my horse doesn't die. But the point being that you can have the core experience of the game, take away the story, take away all that other stuff that is good to an extent, or subjectively good, depending, but as an endlessly repeatable thing, you can just keep doing these over and over, and it's still fun because you get to flesh out the world, you get to have encounters in different locations every time, and so you are doing the core experience. If the gunplay, the mechanics are fun and good, and you're experiencing that main thing, whether it be, you can even do car chases or a stranger on foot or criminal on foot in vigilante missions as well. I'm not sure what the criminal on foot thing does. I guess it mirrors the ones that we're kind of just waiting in anticipation, because they will eventually attack you. I don't know exactly what determines it. Maybe if somebody sees you, or maybe you do have to take off the bandana, but I'm pretty sure you don't, actually. I have a good amount of ammo and stuff, although it might not stay. So the whole point is you're not going to be able to run away. You can run away a little bit and find some cover during the encounter. There's a skunk. I don't remember seeing too many of those. What is like the most common animal in this? I feel like they don't really place too much emphasis on them. That's one of those things that's like, it does allow you to kill animals, just like GTA allows you to kill anybody, like pedestrians and stuff, but you don't have to do it. So that's like, is it wrong? You know, is that the game's fault then if somebody does that? Or like even what I'm doing is a little bit dark, but not really. It's just a core mechanic. It's like I'm making a point to try to get the bounty as high as I can, which means obviously being a criminal, but that should be a permissible. I guess I could practice my shot a little bit. It's not really fair when you're riding the horse, although if you got really good at doing it on the horse, which I probably should be by now. I'm kind of just avoiding combat for now, but I'm kind of... Yeah, the whole vigilante mission point is you can, out of all the... I think I keep beating the dead horse, if you will, with the point, but it's just something that is so meaningful to me. In an open world game, you should always have a mechanic like that, where you endlessly give the player the option to experience the core gameplay. Whether that be, again, the driving mechanics, the shooting mechanics, the combat. Why is so much shit going on? Let's see who wins this. The guy on the horse should easily win. He could just run the guy over. Shouldn't be hostile towards me. Unless I pick up his gun and then he gets mad like I'm stealing his ammo. Yeah, that's the only problem with this open world is there's a lot of fun stuff like that happens, but there's not a lot of stuff to really find. On an RP level, yeah, like you'll find cool locations, but there won't be anything there. At most, there'll be like a little chest. There was this really cool mine that I went into that had a whole bunch of... I don't know if they were enemies or if I made them enemies by attacking them, but that almost felt like a little mission. How would you know if it's deserted? Somebody could be in here. I feel like there'll be no point to this aside from maybe getting a little bit of money. There is an inventory system in this game. Oh, I have a lot of money actually too. There is an inventory system in the game, but it's very light, and I wonder how much they changed that in Red Dead 2. I like how these two games, which have such a following, this is my whole philosophy, right? Like, I just take my time. I'm such a fan of Dark Souls, but I still haven't played Dark Souls 3. I'm such a fan of The Last of Us, at least in certain respects, and I do my whole grounded permadeath thing, but I still haven't played Last of Us 2. And with this, obviously, I do my bounty series. I might never play Red Dead 2 because I'll just always be enjoying this. So maybe I have simple taste in that way, or maybe I'm just a master at fleshing out games in unique ways that keep them fun for infinite amounts of time, which of course open world games are very conducive to do that in the first place. But yeah, without this mechanic, this open world might actually feel pretty barren and useless because, you wouldn't be able to have those kind of core gameplay encounters as much. They're really making us build anticipation here. You can always seek it out, but I'd rather them come after me, which they definitely can do, and they will do. I did have like a bounty counter on the screen last time, but it just kind of was a little bit too obnoxious, so it's fine. I mean, it's not that hard to keep track. So 25 is a pretty impressive number. I don't know what the max is even or anything, but boy, they're all off because it's Thanksgiving. That's what it is. They're all at home with their families. Good for them, because otherwise they'd just get fucking destroyed anyway. But watch out that the train doesn't kill me. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other applications of sort of a semi-permadeath thing where, you don't want to restart the whole game or restart the whole format, but you do want to make it feel like there's some consequence for dying, and there's no other way to do that. Otherwise, you could just keep endlessly, retrying. I guess if you were to die, your bounty would reset anyway. So I don't know but I guess what it means is you can't save in the middle, right? You got to just either keep going or you got to reset. This would be kind of a weird place to fight them. I don't know if I really want to. Yeah, what a shame that they didn't do vigilante missions in GTA 5. That is a fucking travesty. Obviously a way to try to make you play online and buy shark cards and shit. It's amazing that some of the best games, like it is obviously a really good game, suffer from that whole sort of greed or whatever it is, microtransaction element, people, being pressured to play online, it's a mixed bag, right? Like, why do the best games have to suffer from that instead of them going above and beyond, which they obviously did in the past to get where they are now, but then they forget about that a lot. Like, sounds like I'm talking about Blizzard in a way. Maybe they just won't come. Maybe I'm not meant to do this. I mean, if they don't come for a while, I can obviously seek it out. Yeah, like, I would do those things as formats, like the College of Winterhold quest even. I would just do them over and over and over, see how many I can do in a row without dying. Not that you really even necessarily die, although it is on Legendary and stuff. Or, like, see how many Vigilante missions I can do in a row. And it just never gets old, because if you think about the main story, right? If you enjoy that, then once you've done the story, there's no point in doing it again, because you already know what's going to happen, so it becomes a little bit stale. You can still have the core experience of everything else, all the mechanics, without needing to worry about the story. And so that's the whole beauty of it. And you have so many environments in the world that are untapped. Either you never go there, or you never have to do anything there. And so, like, oh, wouldn't it be cool to have a gunfight here by the church or whatever? There's like some movie thing inside of the church in town too, like a projector thing. I don't know what this place actually is. You can hit shit. I think in all my time playing this game, I've rarely ever seen that or done it. You know, I'm here taking a rest, and it's my own funeral because they're gonna come and get me. I don't like how the crouch button is the stick. Oh, this seems like a perfect place. Oh, but this isn't even the... I guess I can do it. I don't know if it'll fuck up my bounty, though. Oh, here we go. It might, first of all, cause it to save, which I wouldn't want it to do. And I can barely see. The fuck? You gotta get used to stuff like this, because obviously range is your best friend against those clowns who can't really aim. Of course, you do have regenerating health to an extent, so it's a little bit stupid in that way. I think I don't even really want to do this, because I don't know if it'll save or if it'll cause my bounty to fuck up a little bit. I don't know why it would, but I forget how a lot of these mechanics... See, it's gone for now, but I think once I leave this area, it'll come back. So even if I did complete it, I'm not running away like a pussy from law enforcement, but I don't really even care about this encounter, because that isn't law enforcement. I don't think, right? That's just some... There's an event that happens in that town. It's so easy to just get out of there, too. It better come back. Yeah, 25, 150. Maybe I will only do one attempt, like, if I die once, because they're just not coming. What's up? Here I am praising the system, and it's kind of cucking me a little bit. Of course, you always can initiate it, but I really love it when it happens on its own. Yeah, the Vigilante missions can spawn enemies anywhere in the world. Of course, it'll be relatively close to where you are, although sometimes it will troll you and make you go farther than you think. And so you drive there like you would to a mission, you have the encounter, and in the experience of doing that so many times, you're going to experience pretty much all these different cool locations that you might have never had any use for before and would have never gone to, or you kind of just pass and forget about. It's just like part of the world. It's amazing that Rockstar makes so many of these good open world games, but they still do feel kind of empty in the sense that you can't really do as much with them as you think. Like, there's just a lot of empty space. GTA 5 is like that too. In fact, it's even worse because there are no vigilante missions or anything. They should have had, like, I don't know, they should have had gang wars for Franklin, like how you have in San Andreas. They should have had vigilante missions for Michael. And then, like, the gun running stuff for Trevor is kind of okay, but it never evolves to being, like, really hard or complex enough. It's also one of those problems where, like, by the end of the game, you have all these cool weapons, and fuck off. I don't want to do any of this stuff. Like... Yeah, you have all these crazy weapons and everything that you earn throughout the game, but then you never have a cause to use them. Aside from fighting cops, which again gets old after a while because you can't win. You just have to eventually run away or just last as long as you can, which is cool, but... And there's a lot of chaos going on just naturally with people like this.
than your prick. I'll bet I can outgun you. How about it?
Yeah, let's do it. He did actually get like the shot out first. So will that initiate something? Of course, when you do this and you kill like 100 people who are after you, then you have to go up and loot every single one, which is maybe not the most fun thing, but I do kind of like that there's at least an inventory system to that extent. This game kind of reminds me of the Far Cry series in a sense, because it has like the lower money value, which is a good thing, because like in GTA and stuff, you'll have like $1 million from one mission, and so it makes it feel farcical because you never need that much money for anything, or even if you do, it feels very scripted, like you're not working towards it. Whereas like with Far Cry or this, it's like you're dealing with tiny amounts of money, so anything that you do feels like you're gradually working towards it as part of the whole experience. I don't know what the right volume for the PS3 is compared to... I've been streaming on the Xbox whatever Series S lately, doing my little Game Pass gauntlet, but I'm not sure about this one. I think it's actually quite a bit louder for some reason. What are they running from? It's like they think I'm dangerous or something. So the cops are just not coming after me. So, I mean, maybe if I just shoot out into the distance, they'll come. That's kind of weird that it's not triggering. Or maybe the act of wearing the bandana would somehow prevent them from coming, because people won't recognize me as the criminal that I am, but it doesn't prevent me from having the bounty show up there at least. Even if my fame and stuff doesn't go down, that might be what affects the town aspect. Like, right, like where they would just attack you in town or not sell you stuff. So you can prevent that from happening. Although I don't remember really using the bandana early on with doing this. I don't think I even knew it existed, and I forget where you even get it. I don't think you start with it. I think somebody's whistling somewhere nearby. Wow, they're really just not letting me, That's really weird. Yeah, that is how people get thousands of hours out of open world games, or at least to an extent. Because it gives you some amount of structure where you're not just wandering around completely aimlessly, but you basically are at the same time. Okay, we're gonna fucking kill somebody to initiate this, I guess. Although I did just do that too. Maybe you have to wait around a little bit. Just kind of relearn how the mechanic works. I just don't want it to be in some location that I've done like 100 times. Because as we've said, there's so much variety in them. There's not even anybody around. I'm not going to kill a horse just for the sake of that. What is this? This isn't the main town, is it? Maybe it is. I can't even tell in the distance. Whatever. I'll try to make a little stink here and get them to come. They're really being lazy today, though. This is just some random dude's ranch, so I can certainly take advantage of that. They normally don't kill your horse, but I feel like sometimes they will, because just with inadvertent fire that's aimed for you. Is there anybody even here, though? Can't go in there. Of course, that's the GTA trope, too. They have so many buildings and all these skyscrapers and stuff, but no, you can't go in the vast majority of them. Those dogs shouldn't attack me on somebody's farm, although they could be, like, guard dogs, too. There's just nobody even here. Fuck, they're not giving me a very easy chance to... Maybe I will kill some of these, honestly. Just let's see if this even attracts them. First of all, the gunshot should attract them. I'm killing somebody's livestock. That should be enough to call law enforcement over. A little bit of parkour action here. So the main thing I don't like about consoles is having to use the sticks for stuff. Of all the buttons you could possibly use to sprint, the stick is one of the worst ones because you're moving with the stick too. So like it's just not smooth. You have to like stop your movement. You have to stop sprinting. It causes you to jump. Oh yeah, there was some weird bug with this game too that it kept messing up with the control somehow. Like I would always jump or roll when I didn't want to or something. I don't know if it's something with my controller, probably not, but surprised how many people actually stream on Thanksgiving. I thought it was just some rare thing, weird thing that I like to do because You know, I just like it as a routine where I stream literally every single day, but it's become like such a normal thing. Or on any day like that, like Christmas or something. Hikaru, like, dude, take the day off, man. He doesn't need the views and the money or anything.
Sir, I beg of you. My wife has been abducted and we must rescue her.
He's not gonna react to that? Come on, where the fuck is the law enforcement, dude? I got a 25k bounty. You failed to rescue the victim, you wandered too far away. Not the fact that I shot him in the fucking face. That doesn't make me fail. And I didn't even go too far away. I was just standing there looking at him. What is this hitch mechanic? I don't remember that at all. The game's been patched since the last time I played it. I guess I normally don't sit still this much, but usually something happens. Maybe it's the time of day that they're kind of less active. This is such a stupid way to start, but I guess I'm building the anticipation. We can fuck up Mercer Station. But like, where are all the human beings? Like, where are they? There's just nobody around to even see stuff or to get killed or anything. I guess I will have to go back to the main town. That might be the best bet. But I remember, like, I was out in the middle of the trees, right? Like, just roaming around in the plains, and they would come after me there. Right? Not even just because I did something recently, but because I have a 25k bounty on my head, period. Let's see if he can actually scale this. It seems like he can, kind of. Trying to climb up the walls in fucking Mulgore. There's some crazy glitch you could do with that, I think. Oh yeah, this is a nice place to be at, up in the top. Do you always have to find some kind of dynamic cover? Use the rocks or, you know, just do with what you can. But you'll get surrounded because there are a lot that come. It almost sounds like this is some kind of a made-up thing. Like, oh, the bounty system doesn't actually work in this game. There is no bounty system. I'm just making it up. It's something that would be cool if it was there. Because we're not seeing any payoff from all my build-up. What is that? Oh, this is obviously where it starts and where you get... Do you get shot? I mean, something happens to you. I think you do, and then you survive. Doesn't really seem that intimidating, as if taking on that place would be harder than what I'm about to do, just killing like hundreds of fucking officers and this and that. This is so weird. Don't tell me they patched it in such a way that, oh, they would disable this from happening because it's somehow politically incorrect to be a criminal in a game about arguably criminals to some extent. The same thing in GTA, like, oh my goodness, they go and rob a bank and kill hundreds of officers as part of the story. But as soon as they kill a random civilian on the street, oh no, that's going too far. It's just like this weird halfway moralizing that people do. Like, if you care about that, then you should, you know, bash the whole game as a whole. But I guess you can hide behind the fact that, oh, you're not being made to do it. Right? Like, it never tells you just kill a random pedestrian for no reason. You know, what is that aim that I just witnessed there? Why did I... like a weird slant to it. Of course, your horse never abandons you no matter how many wrongdoings you do. You can always just call it back. Isn't that mine? Oh, it wasn't mine. I thought it was. Black. I feel like this is somehow a special one that you unlock or something, because I don't think you start with this one. I don't know how you would even do that or how I would have changed that. All these bridges are not going to let me go through. Now, did it actually freeze for real? Thankfully, at least... I don't know what happened. Thankfully, at least I didn't do anything. As far as, you know, I didn't get a single bounty. So this time I'll be more aggressive. I'll even initiate it maybe in the town. Okay, yeah, the other thing I tried to do on here was the DLC for Heavy Rain, like the Madison story, Madison Page, where each, like, there was supposed to be like a DLC for each character or like 5 DLCs, but they only ever released one. That seems like that would have been the closest to a Heavy Rain 2 that you could get. But that didn't work either for some reason. Like, it even says it on there, but somehow I just got like a copy of the game that for some reason doesn't allow it, which... like, you could say, oh, it's region blocked, but why would they... I don't get it. Why would it even work at all then? Like, you can play the regular game, you just can't play the DLC. It's so stupid. Yeah, maybe I'll play the DLC of this and beat Undead Nightmare before I actually beat the original game. And that's another similarity to Far Cry. The idea that the DLCs can be so zany and off the wall, whereas the main game can be so serious, or at least try to be serious. Come on, just don't freeze and let me have a big shootout. I haven't even had one so far. I even avoided the one with a bunch of, like, the bandits or whatever in that town, because I don't really want that. I want the, you know, that's not going to give me bounty. That might even take away bounty. That defeats the whole purpose. So I don't know why it even is freezing. That's very odd. It would do that sometimes in The Last of Us, because supposedly, like, The Last of Us was the pinnacle achievement of the... Last of Us was the pinnacle achievement of the PS3 in terms of graphics, so it took maybe more juice out of it than would ordinarily be the case. If there's something that happens when you crouch, I'm kind of just going to wait for them to come, and they won't ever come because I don't know what's going on. I have 25k. I mean, it could be something about this mask, but I don't see why that would matter. And if it does matter, then why the fuck would I have it on in the first place? Oh, here we go. But see, this is a very contrived way to... This isn't even really the best spot to do it. And again, I've done this town so many times like this that it's kind of not the most exciting thing to do, but... let me get back in the groove here. Because sometimes, like, the act of putting in the stick will attach you to cover. It'll do something else. Yeah, I am keeping my head down. Good advice. This guy wants me to succeed. You got to be a little bit better reaction time than that, I suppose. It almost makes it feel like a first-person shooter sometimes, like with how zoomed in I am. Of course, you don't have to worry about taking damage, which is one thing that, you know, maybe makes it unfair compared to GTA games, or at least GTA 4, where your health didn't regenerate. They shouldn't be able to come from behind me. They're always going to be below. I could hold this point, arguably, if I had half a brain and any sense of awareness. But yeah, you are going to be in a case where probably shouldn't loot too much during combat. Now, what can be really hard is to get out of a situation. Like, how would I get out of here even if I wanted to? I guess I don't have to. You could just play like a pussy like this, but my desire to explore and have shootouts in various locations is what often is going to get me killed. As in most games, it's not me simply trying to succeed. It's also me trying to make it fun and interesting while trying to succeed. And not even for the sake of anything but, you know, just myself. I like to play things a certain way. But I could just hold this spot forever. Now they'll never... Oh, he says bitch. I didn't know they say that in here. I've probably heard it a million times, though. Yeah, my reaction times are not the greatest here. You could use a Deadeye thing if you really suck as much as I do. But I was trying not to use it really at all or very little. Of course, I like to stay crouched, but I don't really like to latch onto cover because sometimes it can fuck you over. But it is appreciated to have it. You'll get a whole bunch of ammo back from this, too. Of course, I'm not gaining really all that... Dude, how accurate is this guy? I can barely even... You can barely even see him through that crevice. How the fuck was he that precise? Let alone, like, how could he even see me? But now you can come up just to hit him, which I'm not very good at doing. It does seem kind of farcical. That's the one thing that maybe I'm not critical about this game enough with, like, where I bash GTA 5 for the... What the fuck? For the regenerating health so much, but not this game. I guess because it's because I'm used to doing crazy shit like this. Hey Tony, how's it going? 25-6 is not too bad. Oh my god, my aim is very bad though. They can't come from behind you. That's all you have to know to be safe, right? So that makes it very easy. Oh, you could actually line it up through here, which is kind of dirty. Oh, you can't. At some point, they just kind of derp out. What are the rules? Basically, if I die, I go back to where I started in terms of bounty. But I'm just trying to get it as high as I can without dying. And also to explore, like, a variety of locations. Like, I can't just stay in the same spot the whole time. And generally, I can't really go to shops and stuff. But I think that probably happens anyway, because I'm going to be constantly getting attacked. But there are little reprieves in the middle. So you're going to have to rely on their ammo a bit. Now I'm pushing my luck by going outside so much, but... We just stood there in the middle between those two. Where did that other guy go? Oh, shit. Yeah, see, here's where you have to use Deadeye. You have to, because you're going to get fucked. That was like an ambush, but I probably shouldn't be pushing myself this far out. I guess using Deadeye is fair enough, because you're not going to be able to use it all the time. Yeah, I'm being a bit of a pussy at the beginning here just because I can't. Not that I was even that great at aiming and stuff to begin with, but at least strategically I was better than what you're seeing now. He's apparently above me, which doesn't seem possible. How did you get there? What did he do? Jump on the fucking roof? I feel like they can't really do that. Where is he even? I don't even see him. Somebody is up above doing it. What the fuck? You can always aim for their hat and get them like that. Wait, what? We actually just shot the hat off. That's hilarious. Okay, come on. You do have infinite health, so there's not really much of an excuse to fall back on. Shoot him in the fucking foot. Dude, this guy's invincible. This is like a mini boss in the middle of all this shit. First of all, he got to such a flank, amazing position. How do people get here? It's really quite bizarre. They're not going to just spawn in there. This is kind of a dangerous spot to be in too, because they're going to be blasting from all kinds of different directions. But at some point here, they will stop coming. I better stay crouched. I don't like how it attaches you to cover there. Like some buttons are multi-bound, which I don't think you can really change. The wonders of console gaming. 130 ammo still is pretty good. Yeah, I really want to go out in the open and have a fight too, like where you have to hide behind the rocks, and that becomes much more interesting. But you can see with this many people, there might be more because it's in town, or at least they might congregate a little bit easier. But imagine fighting this many people out in the wild. You could just fight on your horse, I guess, the whole time and just, you know, keep picking them off like that and using the act that you're on the horse to get away. So somebody is up on the roof, which I don't understand how, but let's actually use cover properly this time. That is interesting that they are coming from multiple points, which is kind of a good thing in a way, but I don't really understand how. At some point, they must be climbing the roof. Let's just wait. Nobody's coming up the stairs. It's all good. I got to do another Vigilante mission, one where I do it in GTA 4, but I guess I did that like way too many times that it kind of got a little bit stale, even as fun as it is. See, there you can just tank the shit. Okay, here we can do the little, I don't know how much control you have actually in the Deadeye thing, like whether or not you have the ability to like get out of cover and stuff. You can move, definitely. This would be more fun to do as like a true permadeath thing, like where you start at 0. But at the very least, that would be a lot more time consuming. I think I did get to like 12 when I did that. That was the first one I did, and then I decided it's maybe too harsh, especially with my desire to explore, because that would just encourage you to funnel them into the same spot like I'm doing. It's kind of hard to believe that they'll stop coming, but they actually will. Right, no matter how many... Who's hitting me? Who's... See, that I wasn't trying to do that. It's some kind of multi-bound bullshit. That's so dumb. I'm probably still gonna die. That's what... You just use that as your last resort. And... I don't know, they keep getting in weird spots that I don't expect them to be in. Or imagine doing this without the regenerating health. But that'd be very similar to like the GTA 4 thing. But even then, you would never face this many people at once, necessarily. Going on for quite a while. Now after this, you'll get a little... Oh my god. I don't know where I'm getting hit from. I'm pretty bad at actually detecting that. Is he really just that accurate from the outside? Just wait, use the cheese regenerating health, and then just try to pick him off. Of course, you may as well use Deadeye when you have it. It does feel a little bit cheese and just too good to be true, but... That's the boring thing about playing GTA Online, too, is like all the fun abilities that the characters have, you obviously can't use them, which is fair, but I mean, just for the fun of the RP of going through all that with those characters, then there's nothing fun to do at the end of the game. Too many games make that mistake where, make sure they stay on you here. You get all this cool shit, or you have such a good character development experience, but then there's nothing to do with it at the end. Either it's too easy, or nothing ever requires you to have all the mad shit that you got, or again, you have to play online or do some other dumb shit that, like, you know, all the resources and stuff you collect would not be really relevant. Sometimes they can kind of just space out, but the AI actually isn't that bad here. I think GTA 4's is a little bit worse, although it's hard to measure with all the different weapons and considerations, like automatic weapons and stuff. Although I think there are automatic weapons in this, I just haven't ever come across them. Do I feel a little more brazen towards the end here? It does seem like they're thinning out. You fucking war zone every time you do this. It actually makes a lot of realistic sense that they would eventually stop coming, because this is like the whole population of the fucking, you know, desert, who all happen to be cops. It makes it seem like he's coming up from there, but he's not. I mean, it's always good just to get a hit anywhere, even if you can't get a headshot, like I clearly can't. That way it just kind of throws them off and staggers them. I thought I'd get his head there. I got his hat there instead. Okay, dude, come on. Why am I so bad at aiming? This is one of my favorite weapons, but I am running a little bit short because they're not always going to guarantee to drop them. I should mix it up a little bit, though. Okay, don't let them spread out. It's not that you're trying to get away, you're trying to not get away because you want to make sure they keep coming. Oh, you should kind of use this to your advantage a bit, too, so you can get a better read on exactly where they are. I'm very bad at getting them in motion like that. Very, very bad. And sometimes when they get too close, it can be very tough to deal with too. I guess there's no real shame in doing this, considering how fucking many there are. But thankfully, they're not coming too many at a time, so it's not that hard to deal with. The worst nightmare case scenario is when one's like up on the top, and they come from behind and they kind of flank you and surround you. That can be really scary. Where am I getting hit from? He's even doing like some little ducking animation, but I have no idea. Or maybe he's just doing that because I'm getting close to the railing thing there. You shouldn't be able to hit me like I'm a moving target, dude. Did I even get him in the head there? I can't even tell. Of course, this railing blocks me pretty hardcore too. Look how slow I am with that. You got to get good with aiming on the horses and stuff to really... I think I either did that or I would just like hide behind a rock, but then eventually you'd get surrounded too. You would have to go to like some kind of structure once you get to this high a level of bounty. You gotta get a fucking world record because nobody's ever bothered probably to do this. I don't even know how high it would go. Probably 100,000 would be a good number. It would have to at least be 99,999, or maybe there is no limit. Okay, that's kind of cheap. How this guy came in there. You can sometimes get the animation where he just kills them up close, like... Okay. Where am I getting hit from, dude? I have a really bad time of figuring this out sometimes. It could just be that they're super accurate, but I always assume that they're not that accurate to be able to hit you from, you know, halfway across the screen. At some point, they're going to stop coming here, and then we'll go out in the wild and search for them there. It's weird that they didn't come after me at all, though, during that first part. We had 0 encounters in the wild, and that's my favorite way to do it, because then you never know when they're going to come. Right? You're just out and about minding your own business in sort of destructible environment. You're just minding your own business out in the trees, out in the wild, exploring nature, and then they'll fucking bum rush you. Have to arrest me now. Really? What did I do wrong? That was kind of an easy one because I had like an unfair vantage point on it. And these guys are kind of being retarded with not... A lot of the times I will hit their hat and not actually kill them. And I'll assume that I hit them, but... Let me try the pistol maybe a little bit here. Which at this range should still be reasonably effective. I hit something there, but I don't know if I got him in the head. They seem pretty accurate to me. Okay, we have a whole bunch on the side here too. This is the part that would make it kind of less fun, is if you just kind of camp in one place, but in this area at least you don't have much of a choice, I guess. Like literally you just start playing, you wake up in the bed there, and then you have the shootout like 5 feet away. You're too lazy to even go 5 steps to have a good encounter. But then again, I did try to do that. I explored the environment a lot. Okay, now I think they're done. There's very few dots left. That is the pride of this whole experience, though, is the fact that they do eventually, after a very long time, given the bounty number at least, they do stop coming. It's almost to my credit that I discovered that, because it's like in GTA 4 or any of the GTA games up to this point, the wanted level would never go away. So you would assume the same thing here. Like, they'll just keep coming and it ruins the experience because you can't do this as like a fun dynamic thing, but you actually can. So regardless of how many there are. Okay, I gotta be a little bit careful. We have a full thing of Deadeye in case I really need it. I really hate camping in one spot, though. That should be a rule too, but I don't know. Or at least you have to dynamically come upon the spot as you're going about exploring and whatnot. You can't do it like I just start here and then I decide to just stay there.
He done magicked himself out of here like some Indian.
Magicked himself out of here.
Damn lucky you ain't dead.
As I'm shooting loudly and conspicuously. Okay, who is hitting me and from where? It's always from around there. Like, really, who could have possibly hit me there? I don't even understand. Not the greatest with this console camera, but it's fine. I mean, imagine how much more fun this would be if this game was on PC, but I guess you can't. Okay, what is this, dude? I'm assuming it's the guy on the bottom here because I don't see any other dots. Maybe I rely on the radar a bit too much, but... Swapping some lead. I guess I never really paid attention to these lines as much as I am now. I don't know. Or it's been so long I forgot that they say so much colorful stuff. Especially because they expect that you're going to be doing this for so long that you might, really get tired of some of these lines, but there are some good ones. But he's coming from behind, or he'll come from around, or he's somehow above. At least I see him coming this time. Like he actually backed off, like he's scared of that. Okay. This top part is the little flank point that can be a bit concerning at times. Will it work through the window? I think you can't actually do that through the window. What would be really scary if they just try to rush me, but they tend to not do that. Or sometimes they will from the outside, like we see, but... I'm not quick enough with it. And somehow I just can't hit him there either. I don't know why I'm even using the pistol. He can hit me from that same exact vantage point, but I was hitting the fucking railing. I don't know why. Like, what's going on? They're gonna get me from below while they're fucking distracting me like this. Dude, this guy's invincible. He's actually invincible. I hit the railing like 50 times trying to hit that one fucking clown. Gotta watch the bottom. This guy is also pretty sneaky here. There'll always be a few standout ones that not only flank you, but just have an exceptional performance of making things... Wait, what? He's still alive. Hit him with 5 shots and he's still alive. He's still alive. No, I'm not even going to give him the honor of dying to Deadeye. Like, you just gotta take it like a bitch. I don't know how. I'm sure I hit him in the head. But the hat must have some bulletproof protection, I guess. Okay, it should be getting close to the end here. So I would have gotten like 3,000 bounty from that encounter. And of course, I don't know where I'm getting shot from still. Man, it really is going to turn me into a pussy as we go this high because it just doesn't feel practical. Like, I'd love to be bouncing around outside and trying to... They'd have to have some mechanic that really punishes you for sitting in the same place. Like, they'd start to throw Molotovs and the whole building would catch on fire, so you have to get out of there. That'd be such an awesome next level mechanic to, punish a single player game for camping. They should have that like in Red Dead 2. If you try to do the same thing, they'll just bomb you out. Where am I getting hit from? Where? I mean, it's obviously from below. I guess I just underestimate how how accurate they can be, as you can clearly see. Let's just wait. There's a guy up above too, so I should probably take care of him first. Take out the light so he can't see. That's a strategic decision. It'll distract him. Of course, there is no lock on or anything that I have on, like aim assist, but the only aim assist we get is Deadeye, which I think is fair enough. But then again, I haven't used it as much as I obviously could have. I hear a bunch more shit, but I don't see anybody. I mean, this would be the lazy way of doing it. Like, you could just stay in the same spot, and then once this is over, I could do it again in the same spot and just, you know, get the bounty to, like, infinite amounts that way. But I will make a point to try to go out and explore. No camping, except maybe during, after you've already initiated something. But you can't decide the starting spot is kind of the point. Which is why I love when they come upon you dynamically when you're out in the field. Yeah, there shouldn't be too much left. You always have to have that inner belief that, like, they will stop coming. Even though it doesn't seem like it. And of course, I'm just tanking like a fiend because you don't really have to worry too much. I'm not even really trying at times to avoid stuff the way that I should. Yeah, 27k. Oh, I guess that's even a better reason not to have a counter up on the screen, because most of the time you're going to be in this phase anyway. So, like, why would I even bother? Because I put one up last time, and then I had to keep changing it and whatnot. That one didn't even look like I did hit him, but apparently I did. Okay, we almost done with this shit? Like, how many fucking things? It always comes back to this town, because not only do you start here, but it's just so easy to do it here. Relatively. This is easy, by the way. It'd be interesting to see, like, how many actually was that, if you were to count it. And of course, this guy's got a bulletproof vest on. My mistake. Of course, why am I even using the pistol? I guess just I want to balance out the ammo a little bit. Like, interactions like that would never waste that much time on PC, or if you had better hotkeys, but obviously this is one of the prices you pay. Get me through the fucking window, I guess, there. So this is probably thinning out the herd enough to finally be done with it. Get him from there, get him from there. Not a bad shot. Where's the other guy? I can't even see him. I have trouble actually seeing stuff at a distance here. I don't know why. I'll blame my mic because it does kind of block my peripheral center vision a little bit. It's kind of impossible to prevent with the way I have my setup, at least. Did he just say Marston? Oh, he's like praising himself. Good shooting, Marston, or something like that. This isn't the type of bounty hunting that you might think. Like, when I say bounty hunter, people might think, oh, he's going to do a bunch of bounties to kill criminals or whatever. It's actually the opposite. We're hunting bounty, not for the bounty itself. There was some kind of art that I did for that. I forget what it is. I don't think it was for this game, but it was some kind of joke with Samus in Metroid, because she's a bounty hunter. Like, everybody's celebrating. Or no, it must have been for this. It's like, oh, you're a bounty hunter? Oh, we could thank God. Like, it's a cop saying it. You're a bounty hunter. Thank God, we could use some help dealing with these criminals. But then it's obviously the whole joke is that actually he's trying to increase his bounty. That's what he means. It's like the old demon hunter joke in WoW, or anything where, like, it sounds ambiguous. Are you a demon that hunts, or are you a person who hunts demons? Or are you a demon that also hunts demons when they say demon hunter? Or it could be a description or an activity. Okay, how many are there going to be, dude? I don't mind, because I'm getting a good amount of bounty, obviously, from it, but this is a kind of big chunk that you got to do. So imagine how much harder this was to do when fewer of them spawn, right? I would have had to have done it over and over. I remember very specifically when I was doing some of my NBA 2K challenges, I did like a 15-point comeback in the fourth quarter, and then I celebrated by doing the bounty hunter thing after it, right? Like that's the kind of thing I would do it as like a bonus. This was like years ago. I had like this amazing thing, and I didn't even want to play 2K after that because of how memorable of a moment that was. And a 15-point comeback in that context is like crazy because the orders are only like 5 or 6 minutes long or something, 4 or 5 minutes, and so it's obviously much harder to do. Because I missed him there. I feel like maybe changing the sensitivity to a certain extent could be justified, but I don't know exactly in what way. Or now, how is he hitting me when I can't even see him? That's one of those very unfair aspects of, like, literally, I just can't even do it. It's gonna give me almost 5,000 from this because they just keep coming. Or maybe you have to kill a certain amount in a certain amount of time. Oh, that was actually sneaky. I didn't even see how he got there. I actually give him a +1 for that. And I have to use a little bit of my Deadeye. So the whole point is, a good reason not to use the Deadeye too is like, you save it for when you really need it only. Somebody's like behind the bar, but I don't actually see them. Or I see some flashing light there. Here, I'll just spam Deadeye and try to clean the last of this shit up. I'm starting to doubt my own premise that like eventually they will stop coming, but I'm positive they do. Because there were so many instances like this where it felt like they would go on forever, but they don't. Which is what I love about it. If they did go on forever, then it'd be pointless. Because then it would just be like GTA. I mean, at least he keeps track of it in an overall sense, but then you would have to run away just to end the encounter. Okay, I'm getting kind of bored of this setting though, but I don't have the balls to leave it, given, you know, that we're already locked in here. So a lot of them are on the left side, mostly. Of course, the town might be more conducive, not even to spawn more of them, but to maybe keep them coming or to spawn them faster. Because if you're out in the wild, you might get the same number of them, but they'll come gradually because they have to come from somewhere, right? Like, so you'll see them coming off the side on the map. Actually see like how many headshots have I gotten, because I've gotten very few. A lot of the time I don't even try for them, because what would you rather do? Be like a deer in the headlights trying to shoot them in the head, or would you rather just hit them somewhere? This is what I would do like in real life, or like in a movie or whatever, if I was about to be under fire, because I know my aim is going to be so dog shit. I would just shoot them anywhere to throw them off, and then, you know, once they're staggered, then you go for the headshot or whatever. Right, the first shot, you should never waste your time on that. Assuming that your aim is so bad, which it obviously is. You just get them on their back and then do whatever you want. I can't tell if he's ducking because he senses the shot near him, or if that's just because I keep going close to the railing. Boy, they are really making this one interesting. It's my fault. I shouldn't have done it here. It's kind of bad luck that we didn't encounter any on the outside. That's really all I wanted to do. So we'll try to do that one next as we put all this bounty on the line. So if I fuck it up, which is very possible to happen, then we'll lose all this bounty. That's the whole point of it. I'm almost tempted to go outside now, but I don't think I will. I'm going to actually savor this one. Or more like it'll freeze because it can't handle the amount of shit on the screen. See, that one, he was just very hesitant to even try to shoot me. It's kind of weird. Okay, like, there's got to be a limit, dude. John Marston does not take pleasure in this. He's just a man on a mission. As soon as they stop coming, he'll stop killing them. That is the whole idea. But yeah, this is very akin to the College of Winterhold format, or the Vigilante mission format that I did in GTA 4. I keep seeing a light like up top flickering, but that's not somebody shooting. I guess it's just like a graphical glitch. That one definitely seemed like he was ducking, but from what, I don't know. So somebody's gonna sneak up down here. You gotta watch all the choke points. Once you get a hang of how they come at you, it's going to be relatively the same. That was pretty cool. I mean, I could just go out there and try to rely on Deadeye, but I'll just take as much bounty as they're going to give me. I really don't understand how they could be this many, but I guess I haven't done it at this level of bounty that much. Most of the ones I'm thinking of are probably some of the lower ones, like 10,000 and stuff. So the higher you get, obviously, the more they keep coming, and the more bad they want the bounty, obviously. Because they're clearly not doing it just to take revenge on you killing this many people. They just want their $30,000. That could be another take on the joke. Like, I'm trying to get my bounty as high as I can, because that means I get that much money, don't I? I'm going to get $28,000 for doing this. Instead of that they're going to get it for getting me, obviously. Like, he's just too stupid to understand the meaning of it. They're the one encouraging me to do it. Every person I kill, I get, like, how much even? I guess I've never even paid attention to calculate that. I guess maybe it depends. No, it might be the same through all of them. And I'm just playing like a total pussy, but you can see why. Each one gives you, like, maybe 10? So you could calculate how many have I actually killed to get to this point. Jesus Christ, I really don't want to do it here the whole time. I want them to come after me as if it was like a dynamic event out in the field. So then I'll have no choice but to retaliate. Okay. I'm way too slow with those flicks. Like, I wouldn't have been able to catch this guy. And I even still wasn't. And he still isn't dead. Like, what's going on? This is how you actually get yourself killed. This guy's movements are very erratic. Like, why is he going behind me? He's got some big balls. That's the way you throw somebody off. Like, you would never expect him to do that. I am going to run out of ammo, too, so I'm quite confused about the way that this is gone. Like, if you want to just keep this going forever, you can. I'll just get unlimited bounty this way. I am going to have to pick up some ammo here at some point. That's another good motivating factor because of how long it goes. You have no choice but to expose yourself a little bit to pick up ammo. Otherwise, you're just going to run out. Okay, I'm going to have to do a Deadeye at some point here, although I don't know exactly. It actually makes me seem like I have decent aim. Imagine being able to have Deadeye all the time. It's called actually being good at aiming, which most people are not going to be. And just the punishment that to have to play on console, though. Not even saying like I'd be better on, like I'm even that good on PC, but it just feels more smooth, like a one-to-one movement, which this obviously is not. That one's good, clean. Couple on the other side, and I like the implication that, oh, like maybe this would be some like, oh, morally questionable thing in the in-game context, but like so many games are built around that anyway. Like Overwatch, you're good guys killing other good guys, aren't you? Like the whole, I don't know, the premise of so many shooters is like that. You're not always just killing the bad guys. Like, what are you even fighting over in Overwatch? It's kind of like, you know, they're all heroes, or they're all kind of on the same side technically. Like, come on, there's very few left, or maybe I'm doing it too slowly. That's my problem. At some point, you are going to have to finish them off, but I don't feel like that's true. I feel like there is a set fixed number limit, even if it's much higher with this higher bounty aspect. But at some point, you might have to chase them around a little bit. But here, you got to sneak around and get some ammo. And also, you could loot some of these guys to try to do that, too. Standing up is always a bad idea. Looked like the music couldn't even keep up with how long this went. Like, it came and it went and it came back again. Like, oh yeah, only now it's starting to get intense as they start to thin out. You can stick that badge up. This one time at sheriff camp, at police camp. That's one of the most iconic line deliveries ever, too. Not just the line itself, but the way she says it is so good. So nothing's happening at the top, despite those flashing lights. They keep throwing me off. I definitely have to... Oh, look, it's nice and quiet. Intense moment. A little bit of a stealth system in this game would have been cool, too. I'm going to run out, actually, of ammo, though. That is going to happen. So I have to either let them come in close, or I have to end this soon, which I don't know how to really do. The thing that I'm going to use is Deadeye a lot now, though, because I don't know how else to inch my way out safely, because I'm not good enough to really always guarantee that I'm going to hit them. So it's almost good to let them come in close a little bit. I like the way he's moving there, like where he's keeping an eye on his back, but inching away at the same time. None of them have come up from the top in a while. So now after this happens, we can just go and hang around town and nothing happened. That's the whole beauty of it, which maybe is a little bit hard to believe, but I guess you could take your bandana off and then people wouldn't, you know, recognize your lack of fame or whatever. But I'm definitely getting out of this town before. This is an insanely long one, though. I wasn't expecting it to be this hard. Yeah, imagine how hard this would be out in the field where you have to dynamically search for cover. That's really what I was going for, but I guess this is a good warm-up. Of course, this kind of forces them to come through that entryway. None of them would be smart enough to climb through a window or something, of course. I don't see any of them for now. I'm assuming they're going to stop coming, but hey, I'll eat up the free bounty if you're going to give it to me. Just keep coming forever. Fuck it. This saves me time, I guess, in the future. But it's not even like a fixed point that I'm going for. But I guess I got from 25 to 30 pretty easily. Okay, nice aim, nice aim. Trying to sneak his hand through the window there for some reason. Oof. Where'd he go? He couldn't have died from that. He just got like stuck in the wall there. Should always just wait till they come here. It makes them an easier target. Even while camping, I'm still fucking up so bad with the aim. Oh, here we go. He's still alive. That's kind of hard to believe. The bodies start to despawn. Like, you can't even handle this many of them. Oh, I'm actually out. Fuck. This is where it can get a little tricky because you do have to push. I just don't feel like there's that many of them. Wait, he's above me. He's above me. Oh, that's always a good place to get ammo, too. If they want to try to flank you, be my guest. I can't believe he hit me with that shot, dude. Let's try to pay him back in kind, but of course, I have to use Deadeye to do that. Yeah, that was a good, like, you know, who's the quickest to draw moment, but of course, I'm always incapable of actually killing these guys. I'm going to take a bit of a risk here and go to the other side to try to loot that way, because I really don't have much ammo left. I'm even going to rely on the shotgun. Oh, wait, he's still alive, of course. I forgot, these guys are actually invincible. My bad. They have bulletproof skulls and just everything. Okay, now it could get dangerous because what's going to happen is... Oh, look, they turned the lights off. They could end up coming from behind me inside the bar, so it could be a real problem. Repeater ammo, so that's a decent amount, so you can always keep going here once in a while. I wonder if they're going to be motivated to try to climb up more, since I'm, like, right at the edge there. Okay, dude, this one is getting a little bit too stale right now. Just fucking end it. How many more people can they send at me? I've been doing this for, like... I mean, do the math. Like, if each one gives you 10 and... This is a little bit dangerous with the shotgun. Actually, I could just die there. So, definitely not a good weapon choice. My aim wasn't even that bad there. It's just kind of tough to deal with. There's still quite a few on the left side, so I don't think they are going to thin out anytime soon. Although this is still relatively calm compared to the way it started. He's got to watch the top. Trying to do this to collect some ammo, but I don't have the balls to do like an animation where I actually loot something. That's at least a good motivating factor to get you out of your little camping shenanigans, is that you have to inch your way out to actually pick up some ammo. Not going to be able to go to a fucking shop in the middle of this, if you can even go to one after, which I'm pretty sure I could do, but... You're gonna go ahead and Deadeye this guy. That was actually kind of a... Oh, did he actually dodge through that? We're using the cover actually pretty well. Now, if somebody comes from behind me, like they sometimes do, that could be trouble. Dude, come on. I didn't even use Deadeye. I used Deadeye like Michael uses his slowdown time thing. bullet time. Somebody was running out there, but apparently he's not marked as an enemy. That would be one way to really throw me off. It's just like some random civilian vigilante wants to take it up himself. All right, come on. 30,000. I'm almost satisfied with that, but I got to do one out in the wild just for the fucking sake of it. But then I am going to die and lose it. I guarantee it. I don't know about this. I really don't think they just keep coming forever. In fact, I'm positive they don't, but I don't know where I'm getting hit from there. I couldn't tell you. At some point, I want to go outside and try to take them on, but as soon as I do, I'm probably going to die. I'm not going to have the sort of suave... What is all this light glitches up at the top? I keep mistaking them for gunfire. Okay, I was going to try to be all cheeky with the shotgun, but of course, I was too late with it. You can sometimes use it that way. I don't know if that consumes less. Use it to slow down time, but don't even let the X's come up. Just shoot them beforehand and you're all good. Revolver ammo full? How the fuck can it be full? How did I get that much of it? I guess I did a better job looting than I thought. I almost just died there too because I'm too slow. What's going on? It's kind of bugging out. How the fuck did I... Whatever. That was like a super latch on to cover. He just went all the way to the other end of the screen. Okay. Let's go ahead and take this guy out on the bottom. This is a good vantage point. Those guys on the left are kind of just staying there. They're not even trying to come, so... If they do keep coming from here, then I have to... go out there and make something happen. Doesn't it feel like this is the time, like calm before the storm? I think I might have to make a point to try to kill all of them before X amount of seconds, otherwise they will keep spawning. I don't know where this one is. I'm just gonna declare it, like this is it. They might be on a timer, yeah, they might come after a certain X amount of seconds or something, so from like each direction. But this is a risky proposition to do. I definitely don't remember it working like this, but oh, this is a bad idea. Yeah, that's not good. Now I'm in a different location under the assumption that... Oh, here we go. Now they're gonna lose sight of me. Oh boy, I don't like this spot. I was doing so good there, but it's kind of a pussy move to play like that. There's one guy on the far end there. There's going to be a whole bunch here. I like to keep them on one side of me. I don't like when people... Yeah, we got to clean out this guy first. Then we can focus on one side. That was a good call to go after him. I'm just going to abuse Deadeye at this point. This has been too much. Where are they? I see their dots, but I don't see them. Go ahead and take him out. Go ahead and take him out. Once you get in line with their heads, you can just kind of wave it across, and you're all good. Go ahead and take a second. Maybe you should save a little Deadeye in the juicer to make sure that you have some, but I'm just going to waste it instead. Once again, I don't expect there to be too many that spawn, but I'm not going to let that fuck me up. Like, just take a second, make sure nobody comes from behind, which somebody wants to keep doing that from here. They kind of do a slick little maneuver off their horse to try to bait you into, you know, missing them, thinking that they're still on the horse, kind of. Kind of like a delayed reaction there. You got to keep a little Deadeye just in the backup in case, you know, something catches you by surprise. I guess you can kind of take the initiative at the end a little bit like I'm doing, because otherwise they might just keep spawning at a very slow rate. But only now, maybe I'm realizing that that can be a big issue. Okay, I can't do anything apparently without Deadeye right now. Oh, we got the guy behind him before him, I think. And of course, this guy didn't die somehow. Ammo shouldn't be as much of an issue, but I don't know where I'm getting hit from there. As long as I don't get hit from behind, you got to keep an eye on the radar a little bit. I saw them both duck down, but now I don't see them. Didn't mean to shoot the horse there, but whatever. Okay, I'm kind of losing sight of him, and I was trying to Deadeye there, but I guess I don't have enough to actually do it. Okay, bad aim is bad. I get it. Not only when the target is moving, but when I'm moving, too. Man, am I actually wrong about this? I feel like I couldn't be, but we'll find out, I guess. Or maybe I'm just underestimating how long it really wants it to go on. I shouldn't waste it with that many shots, like... Or maybe it doesn't matter how many shots you do, it just matters how long you do it for. Okay, somebody's hitting me. Couldn't be from behind, because there is, like, nobody behind, so you always have to watch that. I don't actually see him, so... I think he just killed the horse himself. Look at that dirty shit. Okay, I don't have the ability to Deadeye, so I keep trying to do that. You could actually get him through here, which would be kind of a cool way of doing it. A very hyper creative shot. To be one of those things you could exploit maybe in PvP. Assuming it would actually let you shoot through there, which you probably could. Almost tempts me to want to use a shotgun as they get close here, but I'm not going to. And of course the aim is going to be a big... Oh my god. The aim is going to be a big factor too. Got to watch that nobody comes from behind. So basically I'll just get to 100,000 instead of what I thought, because they're just not going to ever stop coming. And that one's kind of a hard angle to see. Those are going to start to thin out, or I'm going to run out of ammo. Got to keep them locked onto us so we don't lose the wanted level, as if, how could they? Like, oh yeah, they'll just give up and go home for Turkey and just say, fuck it. He only killed like 1 million people. Like, come on. Man, the range there is kind of tricky. Somebody will come in from behind for the kill shot. You gotta also make it time to loot stuff too, because I am gonna run out of ammo. But this guy's coming from in front. Man, I am baffled by just the manpower today. I wasn't expecting this much commitment. This is gonna hit him, but I kind of don't know what happened there. I couldn't really explain it. I think that was actually a bug, because I think it still hit him through that. Okay, let's just be patient. Nobody's gonna come from behind. I don't have to worry about that. I see the gunshots, but I don't actually see the people. I do have trouble seeing at a distance here. I don't know why. Here's a guy. It's almost like the hat is easier to see sometimes than they are. So a hat is the ultimate weakness. It's like having hair, long hair in the military or something, where like you know, it gets in your way of your eyes and stuff. Any sort of little superficial characteristic is a weakness. Don't see anything there. We see the horse. That's always a good sign to predict their presence, because they'll jump off first and then let the horse be a meat shield, honestly. And then they actually killed a couple themselves here. Obviously by accident, but still. Man, what a fucking time. I guess I'm just a little bit jaded to doing it in this town, because it's too easy of a target. You gotta find something a little more dynamic, but let's make the most of it. I thought we'd get like 3,000 at most. Instead, we are up to like 6,000 and counting. So let's just keep going. Maybe one counter is enough. Maybe I won't even take my chances after this and just say, fuck it, that was good enough for me, and I don't even have to worry about, you know, trying to search out in the wild. You shouldn't be allowed to pause, really, but my headphone keeps falling out. Yeah, not too many games have such a great criminal playstyle, though, behind them. Somebody might be creeping up from behind here, but you gotta just keep an eye on it. Seems like there's very few of them left. I don't really want to pursue them too far here. I think I got one of them there. That is always the scary part. Like, I'm completely naked and open from both sides. The ones from this side tend to be very aggressive. He'll come off his horse and just try to get me. Well, now their strategy is to make me run out of ammo by trying to force them to stay on me, kind of. Come on, this guy's gonna come at me all brazen-like. This guy's a tryhard. Where is he? That one kind of scares me a little bit, as I try to still deal with the ones out in front. That's kind of a ballsy move to just stand out in the open there. Dangerous to reload like that. He's not too close, but you would think that would actually mean you're close. The fact that they're you know, actually losing sight of you. I guess that could just mean that there's very few of them, but I'm trying to watch to see if they keep coming on a fixed timer or something, but I just can't tell. That door won't open any further, so I don't know where this clown is. Just kind of skulking around on that side. This guy's here in the barn. They tend to gravitate... Oh, I blew something up, apparently, without even knowing it. Where'd he go? They keep having such difficulty keeping an eye on me. There's a million of them and only one of me, but apparently I'm a master of stealth here. Okay, take care of this dude. What you get for trying to sneak up on me like the clowns that they are, but that's kind of good AI that they do that to an extent. Of course, this covers up for any faulty, lacking aim of the pistol, like the fact that it's obviously not as good at a range, but maybe I'm wrong about that as I say that, because it didn't actually kill him. Okay, there's not too many behind me now, I don't think. So there's going to be somebody in the barn there too. I see him. A horse is trying to come to his rescue. Save my horse bashing for chess. I don't want to fucking mistreat them here. This guy's just standing there very casually, like he doesn't know the gravity of the situation. But yeah, generally the AI here isn't actually that bad. It's kind of an important element. It's all right. Like, they will semi-flank you. They will... I'm going to run out of ammo for sure, because... Is this going to be it, finally? I'm too much of a coward to actually go in there, though. No, I'm trying to switch to this. How much ammo do I have? I have 14. So this could be a tough spot, because I am going to have to go out and actually get some ammo. At some point. And I don't want to let them get too close either. So what would be a good spot to do that at, I wonder? Man, I don't want to lose them either. Okay, you're going to have to go out in Deadeye to be able to do this, I guess. Just go out in one little swivel here. Get a couple of them. Go back. Stay on guard. Be ready with the Deadeye. I guess that's what Deadeye would maybe enable you to do. Is it would, like... I don't know how you cancel it either. Like, on the horse there, I don't need to do that. I don't know, like... Okay, we got 35 here, which is decent. There's somebody lurching away over there. They're actually running away now. I think they've given up. Why would they run away when they're the last line of defense? Who protects the protectors? Okay, this guy's dead. That actually seems like a good opportunity to pick up a weapon, but it could also be a good opportunity to get killed. They're actually scared of me now. I think they've reached their boiling point. I would be too. I mean, it's totally unfair that I have regenerating health. Imagine a guy with this dog shit aim being able to do this much. Sometimes stuff like that will get in your way, though. Even though you're locked on, it's like, dude, what? Oh, no. I didn't think I was anywhere close to dying there. I assume that was towards the end, but you can see how long these can sometimes go on for. That was ridiculous. I really didn't think I was close to dying there. It was like one dude. Well, let me try one out in the open just to get an idea of what that's like. But that one was insane. So now it'll go back to 25. See, so otherwise I could have kept that. But that one I don't even deserve. Because not only is it in such a camp-worthy spot, but it's also like I didn't even complete it, obviously. I might have just stopped, actually, if I did complete that, just to preserve, you know, whatever amount that I gain. You can see how this could turn into, like, running in place, like, where if you'll never make progress, even though it's not a true permadeath, because if you just keep dying like that, even if I died afterwards, if I wanted to do like 2 in a row, then it would have wiped the first one too. This is not going to autosave, and I'm going to make a point not to save it. Otherwise, at least it didn't freeze there. Yeah, they should come after me. Maybe you have to initiate like the first one, and then they'll be more on high alert from that point on. But generally, you can see how that can be very fun, and obviously you got to mix up the environments a bit. I just want to show like how hard it can be when you're out in the open like this. You have to really like find a structure. You have to use the horse or do something very on the spur of the moment. Or you have to go like from rock to rock to rock and just keep moving and just keep taking them out, and it becomes very tense. It almost might not even be possible to do that at this point with that many of them there. But like you could find some kind of shelter, and then at some point if your horse dies, you're kind of fucking stranded because they're going to be coming at you from all directions. I'm not really seeing very good feedback from them coming after me on their own, but the fucking wolves are, at least. They want the bounty too. But this would be a good location to do it. I'll just shoot randomly to draw attention too. Twin rocks. I don't want to kill a fucking gang though. It wants it to be the good guy. Just something as simple as this, allowing you to do this. You can see how it just turns into its whole own fucking thing. This isn't just like some bonus format thing that I do. It's the only experience that I've really had with the game because I always get distracted by it, at least, as I'm exploring and doing my own thing. And as I said, they do come after you. I'm just kind of getting unlucky with it, I guess. Even without committing any crimes. Maybe it is the mask that somehow prevents it. Oh, it's that same pack that's still after me. Come on, just give me one good encounter, which I'll probably die to pretty fast anyway. Rattlesnake Hollow. I don't even know what this is, really. Is it like a cave? It's amazing that they put this much time and effort into, you know, the open world, but then they leave it so vacant. It almost makes it feel unfinished. Like there's nothing to really do anywhere or interact with. It'll just be like maybe a chest at most. Oh, this could be a good place to camp too, I guess, but not really. It doesn't go in far enough, at least. Or there is no good place to take cover. Oh, I guess what I mean is like here. This would be perfect. Because they have to come at you from some way, at least. They can't just, you know, they can't come from behind you. Like an overly dramatic sound that he made.
You're welcome to share this campfire.
I could kill these guys and then hopefully this will attract them, but it very well may not. Or maybe what you should do is you should leave one of them alive, and then he'll go and call the cops on me. Imagine how long that would have taken in the olden times, like when you don't have phones. How the fuck do you do that? So that's one easy way to do it. Look at this. This is like a fucking army approaching me. This is not a third-person shooter. It's an RTS game where I just don't have any units. What you can do is shoot the horse. If you want to kill the general, shoot the horse. So what that would allow you to do is at least knock them down so you have the advantage of being on horseback. This is nice and all, but I'm going to have to retreat because they're going to bombard the shit out of me. You have to kind of zigzag a little bit. Like, this is actually like, you know, vehicle combat, horseback combat. You're going to have to learn how to do this because it's just ridiculous. I don't think I was ever really that good at it, but it's going to be certainly an element here that I have to do. So you got to, you know, really use the speed of the horse to your advantage, because a lot of these guys are going to end up on foot. You can't just stay there like a deer in the headlights either. I'm going to be almost out of the... oh, they're also going to unleash the hounds on me too. But see how this doesn't seem as intimidating of a number, but they will keep coming, and they'll come from different directions and stuff too. So I have the high ground. I could maybe use that to my advantage a bit, so you at least know where they're going to come from. I'm kind of abusing Deadeye a bit too much. Now I'm going to try not to use it. He just falls off his horse. Look, they're going nuts with the dogs, actually. Can I actually get these on my own? Look at this. Dynamic combat. Different enemy types. I'm going really slow motion here. Oh, shit. You can do this even while... definitely don't want my horse to die. I can't allow that to happen. Okay, don't go too far either, though. Otherwise, you know, they'll lose you, which is kind of clownish. You have to try to make a point something. Dude, why is that so hard to hit? Because deep down, I don't really want to hit it, but they're the ones fucking... Like, who's really at fault there? They're the ones training them and sending them at me to do that. For the greater good, I guess, but... Oh, this one seems much easier, though, but I shouldn't say that. Go ahead and hit that, hit that. It doesn't even matter so much if I'm killing them, but it'll at least knock them off their horse and give me a little bit of freedom to recover. Oh, this is actually pretty well played, horseback combat. I better not jinx it, but... It is kind of startling how many fewer... Oh, shit. Now I don't have Deadeye to lean on, so I gotta base it out a bit and try to... Again, hitting their horses is almost a pretty good strategy because it is gonna leave them unable to match your pace, and then you can kind of circle around and swoop in. I love these kind of different, you know, combat systems that some games have. Like the boat combat in Wind Waker could lead to all kinds of interesting results too. Like just... I guess there wasn't that good a use of it sometimes, but within the game, I could see that being actually pretty fun in like a PvP setting. They're being kind of slow to actually hit me though. I guess maybe their accuracy does suffer a little bit on horseback, but they're being kind of passive and unimpressive here. As I get my revenge for the last one that I botched. So I got far less bounty here. And this encounter was a lot simpler. This wasn't one of those dynamic ones where they come after you naturally. This is one that I just initiate myself. So maybe the ones you initiate tend to be a lot smaller than the other ones, or maybe not. But again, I certainly used horseback to my advantage. They're not even like trying to hit me there. I don't know what that was about. 25,150. How could that be? I started at 25. Like, what do you mean? If each one even gives me 10, well, whatever. That was definitely a simpler one. So my bounty value didn't... Well, I'm maybe my standard is a bit too high. Like, that was still a lot of guys, right? But relative to what we just saw. So, again, that's another reason not to do it in town. It doesn't need to be that ridiculous of an encounter every time. Of course, some of these guys you'll never get to loot because they're halfway across the, you know, map right now. A little skinning system, another reference to Far Cry. I mean, like, you can hunt in GTA 5 too, but there's not much reason to. I think there's that little photographer who wants you to, like, take a picture of every animal in the game, which I never did that. Yeah, there's so many boring things to do, but it's the type of game that would make you still want to do it, but not really. You just want stuff to do in the world, period, just because it's such an enjoyable world to be in and whatnot. Let's see if we can't find another one of those encounters. I'm really starving for one. We haven't seen it once so far today. I really want one where they just come after me naturally. Encounters like this I'm pretty indifferent to. You really think running away is going to do it for you? I wonder if they could hit you with a stray bullet there just by you crossing in front of them. I guess they probably could. Like how we saw them kill horses inadvertently. Use their own horses as cover as they try to kill you, like, once they jump off. I mean, that first one was almost pretty triumphant, but then somehow it just wouldn't end. And I guess maybe that's the downside of being in town. Because again, they might come from town, in theory. Not that they actually have to take as long as it would really take to come from the town to get to you. But like, they'll show it come from like off screen, like off the side of the map, as if they're coming from somewhere else. Even though they're just probably randomly spawning in somewhere close by. So, yeah, at least it won't be as extreme if you're not already in town, because they won't have to come from anywhere. They'll just spawn in right there, period. It's kind of hard to believe that you would never see them spawn in either. Like, that would kind of break the immersion. But I guess because I'm hiding like a pussy in the tavern the whole time, they're not really going to, you know, I'm not going to be out in the open. They'll try to spawn from somewhere that I can't see, or like inside the station. This is going to be the main town again. Maybe I should try it again, but like where I bounce around a bit. Because I did successfully just do one out in the field, but it wasn't really the one that I wanted. Or no, this isn't even the right one. I don't want to do this stupid thing. Although some of these places would be pretty good. Like, let's say they come and attack me here. I can go inside the house and try to do it that way. I wonder if this event would still trigger. Fuck off. I wonder if this event would still trigger if they were actually after me. After your mountain is lost, you will have to wait before you can whistle another. I don't know how long you have to wait, though. Or I could give some healing item to it, but I don't think it would actually work. I rarely have ever used any of these. Horse pills, apple, chewing tobacco, moonshine, bait, medicine, snake oil, warhorse. What does this even do? Refills the Deadeye meter. Or at least it claims to, but if it's truly snake oil, then it wouldn't do anything at all. Snake oil, more like the COVID vaccine, am I right? Where all these people are dying from side effects and everybody's memeing and trolling on that. Okay, so how long do you actually have to wait for the horse? It should be a while. In fact, you should have to go back to town to do it. See, that's one of those things that they try to give you a sense of player identity with, like your vehicle in GTA, 4 and 5 and stuff. But it ends up, like, even if you make a custom vehicle, you'll never get to use it on a mission or keep it during a mission because the characters always default to their base cars. So you'll leave your car somewhere and chase somebody on foot. And so you won't really ever get to keep your vehicle with you. It'll just stay where it was, or, it's very hard to keep track of. GTA 4 is especially bad for that because, so many of the missions, your car will either get destroyed or just get left behind, or you have to go in a scripted car that they tell you to go in. You have to get in the limousine and drive somebody around or whatever. So I don't know actually how long this is going to take to give me the horse back. Oh, there he is. I guess that's not too bad. It probably should be a bit more punishing than that. Yeah, let's see if we can't get another dynamic encounter, or maybe even... That was a good example of how to use the horse and spacing, though. You shoot them off of their horses, or shoot the horse, unfortunately, to get them off. But you can also do something like, you kind of keep circling them around. So, like, you never want to get too far away so that they lose you, but you also want to keep enough distance so you're in control of the fight, so that you're always going faster than them. And so you're kind of just baiting them, stringing them along, picking them off one at a time. Like guerrilla warfare, but it's still out in the open. It's just, you have the element of speed and distance on your side. This could be a good place to fight them too. This might be that mining thing I was talking about. But again, it might be very hard to get them to... So I haven't had them dynamically come after me one time. It's always just been me initiating it, which is very unfortunate. I don't know how to make that happen. It could be that maybe taking off the bandana would do that. Then they would like call the cops on site. But then that would kind of ruin it too, because then they would do it all the time. You want them to kind of space it out. Or maybe I'll try to kill somebody here. This is kind of a good arena to do it, I guess. There should be some people here. Oh, that was almost like where I wanted it to do the close-up animation, but it didn't end up doing it. I mean, we could have a little shootout here, but I really want one of them to go and call the cops on me. I'm just going to die to them naturally here. Of course, they're not going to be marked on the map here. Or they probably should still be as like little red dots. That's a very good use of Deadeye, because otherwise I didn't know where I was getting hit from. So the biggest factor here is just trying to attract the law enforcement, which may or may not happen. It's always scary going into a room like that if you don't know if somebody's on the other side. They'll just fucking destroy you. Like opening the closet in Blue Velvet that Dennis Hopper does, or opening the elevator. You going out at the elevator like Leonardo DiCaprio in The Departed, or Infernal Affairs had the same scene where he goes down the elevator and he immediately gets shot as soon as it opens. This guy's like blind firing at me. This is actually kind of a cool dynamic of not being able to use the radar to detect them. The fuck is he doing? He just disappeared. And of course I can't aim for shit. So ammo management didn't become too much of an issue there. That certainly wasn't why I died the one time. And of course these don't give you bounty for killing them either. In fact, my bounty is gone. I don't know why. I forget what caused it to actually go back down to 0. If you get apprehended, or obviously if you... Which I forget how that even happens. But either you get apprehended or you decide to... If you accidentally go to like a station, then you'll turn it in. So you can't actually do bounties. It's kind of like an internal irony, I guess, or it kind of makes sense. You can't complete a bounty or turn it in, because if you do, you'll automatically be forced, I think, to turn in your... to pay off yours, or if you have like one of those there's like an item that pays it off for you in one shot. Oh yeah, I think the war horse is why our horse is black. Oh, it looked like somebody coming after me, but it was just a horse. This is such a cool arena. Like, this isn't even meant... There must be a mission here, obviously, later. But this isn't even meant as, like, a encounter. It's not like it's saying it's scripted the way that that other town was, like, where it's an event. This is kind of a fun place to go through, but a lot of explosives you can use and stuff. But this almost feels like a mission without being a mission. But of course, they don't even initiate on site. Could have done that at first, but I just wanted to beat him like a man. Of course, they won't aggro on site, which is... Oh, did I really just kill myself? No, I just knocked myself down a little bit. 4 left fork core. That's the only thing that makes it less fun, I guess, is that they're not even seemingly aware of your presence, or they don't really... I guess you got to keep shooting, and then they'll maybe react more aggressively. Like, he's on guard, but not really. You got to wake them up first, and then you can actually have an encounter out of it. I'm sure there's a mission that'll take place here, but I say that sometimes, and then there never is. Like, the military base in GTA 5. Although I guess you go there to steal stuff, but you don't actually ever have to... That was like an idea for a DLC or like some fan mod or something. Like where the final mission should have been combining Franklin and a tank. It could have been like a heist where you take down Merryweather base or something. You go to like their main base somewhere out at sea, and Franklin has a tank. Michael is going all espionage, like stealth mission, and Trevor goes in a helicopter or like some kind of a jet. In fact, it would have to be a jet. So like you finally, because there's no mission in the game that ever requires you to use any of that stuff, right? Like there's 0 missions that require you to use a tank, 0 missions that require you to use a jet. The closest you get is like some stupid crop duster or just a helicopter. So that would be a good excuse to use all the military vehicles that are in the game already. This is kind of stupid because they're not really fighting back. Of course, we're not attracting law enforcement into here either, but this would be a great place to fight them. Not only with all the TNT, but just the fact that, you know, there's plenty of cover. It's just a great arena for it. But they only react once you, I don't know if you can die while in Deadeye. I'm pretty sure you can, but it should be pretty unlikely. And I just hit them in the head, didn't I? But I guess it somehow didn't kill them. Those bulletproof skulls. Didn't I just do that once and it didn't work? Why would I think it would work the second time? But it does. Oh yeah, how big is this place anyway? Or I think we ended up back where we came from. Marked it with the dead bodies. For some reason, I remember them being kind of more on alert before, but not this time. They're kind of just... They only really do it once you make a point to initiate. Yeah, law enforcement is being kind of lazy today. Just with the whole aspect of not coming after me ever. So either I'll initiate once more, or I don't want to do another one in town because that could take literally a fucking hour plus. So why did I even die? I guess I didn't even get overwhelmed. There weren't that many there. I guess I got too comfortable and complacent. That can be one of my weaknesses in a lot of permadeaths. Like, even in The Witcher, you know, I was doing The Witcher 1, first playthrough permadeath, and I only died because, like, I was too impatient between two two little dog encounters that I could have just waited and healed or used one of my items, but I was like, you know what, it's going so smoothly, I don't think I need to. And then I just didn't have enough health and there was nothing I could do. Because you can't really heal during combat there. So come on, I'm giving them one last chance to ambush me here. Yeah, this was fun despite the freezing and stuff. Now, is he going to try to shoot me or is he going to report me? I'd rather you just... Oh, look, he shot up in the air. I wonder if they can even shoot themselves there. He just does like a wild shot because he's obviously staggered. There isn't really enough of that stuff like the TNT and whatnot. I'm sure on certain missions they would spawn it in. But just like out in the world, I've seen that very infrequently. Which I guess is fair enough. Like, why would there be just random TNT lying about? But it's always a good mechanic to have like destructible environment and explosions and stuff like that to mix up the combat, obviously. You see a little bit of that in GTA, but not maybe enough. So we can try to attack this place. I don't know what it is. Is this just Mercer Station? It might be. Let's see if anybody's actually here even. You gotta maybe kill one and leave somebody as a witness. So who is that gonna be? I see at least one witness. I don't know if this guy's gonna try to fight me. Seems like he's just gonna run away. So this would be a good spot to fight them. I don't think I've had too many shootouts at Mercer Station. It almost makes me want to play part 2, but it also almost makes me just want to beat the game, but maybe I never will, because I don't want a sense of finality with it. We can always just try to... But I have to get to like 100,000 before before I'm allowed to, something like that. This witness is taking a very long time to call anybody. So we actually did complete an encounter here, but we started at 25 and we're still at 25 and only at 150. So how little did that actually give me? Guess I'll do another one. Just come on, call the fucking cops. How hard is it? You still see the eyeball on the map. He actually has to manually run to fucking the town and actually call them, which is what it would be in real life, but usually it's not that difficult. Why the fuck are they being so lazy today with actually sending these guys at me? Here we go, 230. Surrender to the law by standing still with your weapon holstered, yeah. And then we lose all our bounty. Maybe this will just be like one officer. Look at this garbage, dude. I have 20,000 bounty, but they're not showing any respect for it at all. It's just one dude. Where did he go? Oh, here. Oh, never mind. I take it back. Oh, shit. I wasn't in position. You should never get too complacent. That's just why we died before. But they don't give very high amounts of bounty the way that I'd really like them to. Isn't that a guy? But I can't seem to hit him through that. Oh, shit. They're going to flank me a little bit. Doesn't seem like there's really too many of them, but... Of course, I have plenty of ammo at my disposal. He just kind of sat down to take a nap. Wait, this one's kind of not too bad either. Kind of like the last one. So, some of those encounters just become too big. I think we've kind of been there, done that with the town, but... It almost seemed like it would go on forever, but I'm positive it doesn't. You maybe just have to kill a certain amount in a certain time. So see, at this point, you just shouldn't take a chance because, you're a little bit in the red. So as soon as you're in the red, you should just stop for a second. Get your health back with the magical powers that you have. And it's a really bad idea to do regenerating health, though. GTA 4 didn't have it. I'm pretty sure LA Noire has it, although I didn't take too much damage there to really know the difference. I got like only 300 from that one. That's kind of lame. So we had gotten up to like 30,000. And oh well. I mean, that was the big event of the day, was taking on the main town. I bet I was really close to the end too. I can't believe I fucked that up. It really didn't feel like I was that close to dying. But I guess I'll save this very minute amount of progress. And on the way back, you know what might happen? They might actually come after me, but I'm sure they won't. They actually totally denied me of that satisfaction here. That's really lame. I try not to use waypoints either, just like try not to use the map, so you can just kind of explore and wander around. like a mapless Skyrim run, which at the beginning I almost did that too, because you always have the radar on the top anyway, so you can use that to, you know, or even the mini map here is enough. You don't really need to always set waypoints and stuff. Just let the world take you where it will, even if in a game like this there isn't really that much to do with the world, unfortunately. And now I'm using it a bit too much. Or you could just follow the train tracks. So that was pretty fun, but unfortunately I didn't get to save that first encounter. It's not like I'm saying I should only do this on Thanksgiving. In fact, I might do it again, you know, another time soon. But for some reason, that was just something I felt like doing. Now, why would the other guy shoot me? Because they were shooting each other. I don't know if I held the right guy or what. That's you ever trying to expect somebody else to do your work for you or to save you. That is like the classic scenario, right? Like where, you know, Yojimbo or something. But of course, if the guy was a bad guy in the end, he would kill both sides and then take the loot for himself. Or like get both sides to kill each other. I forget what Western movie copied that. Or maybe it copied for once a Western movie, like A Fistful of Dollars or something, where he turns the two sides of town against each other. It's amazing how many movies Akira Kurosawa influenced that people don't even realize or recognize. Like, obviously, Star Wars, Hidden Fortress. Not saying that it's obviously the exact same, but there are a lot of themes and ideas taken from it, especially the little sidekicks. And so, you know, Hidden Fortress influenced Star Wars, Seven Samurai influenced The Magnificent Seven, and Sholay, which is a beloved Bollywood film. Like, so many of these classics that wouldn't exist without the influence of some Japanese filmmaker that a lot of people don't even know or don't pay the proper respect enough when they talk about, like, best directors of all time and stuff. It's like the same issue with The Departed. Like, oh, everybody loves that, but not enough people know about or have seen Infernal Affairs, which is really good in its own right. In fact, it's better, at least given the sense of its originality. I feel like the mistake that The Departed makes in the, obviously, the English version of it is that they use swearing too much. Not saying like, oh, you know, swearing is bad or they shouldn't do it. But it makes it kind of just get old after a while, where like every character does it. Only some of the characters should do it. Like Dignam should do it as his defining trait. But when every character pretty much does it, it starts to get a little bit tired. I think Glengarry Glen Ross is kind of like that too. Where they just overdo the... That still I don't think will kill me, although it probably should. That was just a shortcut, of course, done on purpose. Speedrun tactic. But I'm sure there are speedrun tactics like that, where you do have to get your horse killed to... in both this and Skyrim, because you technically don't die when it happens. You kind of die inside a little bit, though. Yeah, Glengarry Glen Ross and Departed both make that fatal mistake of just having every character swear all the time, constantly. It was no longer like an endearing trait of one particular character or a few. Music got all intense there for a second. I don't know why. Of course, this was a game that famously actually had a soundtrack properly instead of, you know, GTA 4 only had the radio. Which, at first, I thought that was kind of cool how, like, you know, it's an immersive RP element. Like, where you only hear music when there's really music. Like, in the, you know, like a real source, either a radio or inside of a club or something. But... just having the option for it, it's like being able to pause in Sekiro. People always used to say, oh, you know, Dark Souls is so hard, you can't pause, that's part of the difficulty, just get good. But then they add a pause button in Sekiro, and people still say it's really hard, so evidently that wasn't the source of the difficulty. So, or I guess it must be easy now. So fanboys have a way of just blindly accepting whatever's in front of them. Does that mean Sekiro is bad now because it has a pause button? Because people were so defensive of the Souls games not having pause buttons. It was obviously just done because of some online integration that they didn't bother to separate the two, because like it's meant to be like an always online kind of game in a way, like where you can just play through the single player and have the little hints and have dynamic invaders and encounters and stuff. So even if you play it offline, you still can't pause, and yet people would frame it somehow as, oh, that's difficulty, as if some of the hardest games in existence obviously have pause buttons. So that has almost nothing to do with it. Pretty much the only time pausing a game would help you is like in a strategy game or in an RTS game, where you can like plan out your strategy in advance and stuff, or like instead of having to waste precious time doing that. So we could try to do another one here, but maybe I should try one and like be super aggressive with it, because it's not like I made much progress in terms of that anyway. No, let's not even bother, but it was good, and I did do one here already. Yeah, whenever they say to duel, I just do it out in the field. I didn't know I have to actually initiate a cutscene imaginarily, just fucking... Which one do I actually get to rest in? This one, right? I like my outfit, too, like a sleek white, even with the white gloves, and then the bandana. So I'm not sure to what extent the bandana is influencing anything that's happening. I read what it says too, but I kind of forgot. 2/2/22. So that kind of shows you the last time I did it, actually. Unless I did it after that and didn't save it. So that must have been right around when I got my capture card. So I did it around last Thanksgiving, and then I did it apparently in February. So it's been a very long time. I guess these are all the same thing, right? It's good to keep multiple copies, that way in case I somehow fuck up and clear my bounty and it gets saved, like accidentally going to a station or turning something in, then you want to make sure you have an extra copy with the proper bounty amount, or at least close to it. So yeah, the only way that could have gone better is, first of all, them chasing me in the wild. Oh, like, for example, here, right? This is, oh shit, never mind. I complain and I receive. I don't really want to do it though. Unless this one's kind of smaller. I'm gonna be more guns blazing. If I die, I die. Maybe you gotta take the fight to them quickly before more of them spawn, and then that'll be it. Gonna go in here guns blazing with the Deadeye. Of course, I'm wasting too much of it on the one guy. I pretty much act like I'm invincible there, like Trevor, but you're technically not. I think you can still potentially die, at least. Oh, this guy's still alive, too. This clown coming off a horse. This seems like a much smaller one, so maybe I'm overestimating just my bounty being high being the cause of this shit. This is almost exactly the same barn, or in fact, it is the same barn that I died in last time. This is the kind of thing you'd have to do for a very long period of time, which I was at least more inclined to do it semi-regularly before. But maybe every once in a while I could do it. Instead of playing a card game one day, I'll do this. So that was, again, kind of a dynamic encounter, but it was kind of a short one, small one, where they did come after me just by the act of me sleeping in bed. So maybe that's a good way to do it, like advance time and then go out in the open. So now it'll be like an endless loop. I'll keep saving it to try to end the session, but I won't be able to because they'll keep coming every time I do. So then I'll be too tempted to keep, fighting them. Right, I'm not going to just quit out like a pussy when they have an encounter going on. That's all I was trying to do, was create multiple copies of the save, but let's see if they'll come after me again. I don't think it's scripted in such a clear way, though.